I promised myself to treat myself and visit a nearby tower. And climbing to the top, throw myself off in an effort to make clear to whoever what it's like when you're shattered, left standing in the lurch at a church where people saying, my God, that's tough. She stood him up. No point in us remaining. We may as well go home. 'Cause I did on my own, alone again. Naturally, to think that only yesterday I was cheerful, bright. Okay, welcome back, everyone. All right, Terry, hurry back. Reality came around, and without so much as a mere touch, cut me into little pieces, leaving me to doubt. Talk about God and His mercy, who if He really does exist, why did He? I've upgraded a little bit. At least I got a nice little pretty background now. Hey, girl.
Hey, you charming thing, you.
Well, you charming lady. I love you. Good to see you.
I don't look too charming today, so you're going to have to look at my horse's ass tonight.
Okay, well, I've seen quite a few horses' asses before, so it ain't no big thing.
At least he's got a pretty ass.
Yeah, it does. Um, if anybody else wants to come up, I put the link in the chat. You're more than welcome to join. If you don't, just hang around and listen to the bull crap. So, did you wake up 48?
Yeah, he's trying to put his little one to bed, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he'll get on. He's trying to get his 2-year-old in bed.
Yeah, I went ahead and bit the bullet and decided to try at least a month of the upgrade of this,
That's
which means I
cool.
got rid of that stupid duck up there in the corner, which I hated that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
I can put pictures or whatever behind our pictures there, like you can see the music and all that.
Yeah.
If I could play a movie, that would be good, but it's not going to happen.
How many can you have on here now?
I can have up to 10 now.
Oh my gosh.
Which I don't know that many people, but it's there.
Well, they may show up. You're getting more and more.
Yeah, everybody's welcome to come and join. More than welcome to join.
I'm trying to get my sister to get on.
Yeah, where is she?
She's kind of having a rough time of it.
Oh, okay, I understand. No, she's more than welcome to come to.
She might show up. They went out on the boat today. She said she was a little sore from being out on the boat. I don't know why she's sore from being on a pontoon boat. What they were doing on the pontoon boat, I don't know. To get sore.
Hard to say. I don't know much about being on a boat. Close when I was like, I think about 10 or 11, my stepdad had a cabin cruiser, but I was a kid. All I had to do was ride, so I don't know much about it.
Well, the pontoon boats are like sitting in your living room.
Okay, Peter says he used to keep an alarm clock in the bedroom that would change the time to midnight and tell him to go to bed. At that age, he fell for it too. Hey, whatever works.
I'm trying to find my chat on my phone. I've got the panel on my iPad, and I'm trying to find the chat on my phone.
I got something I'm going to try here on the background. I thought this was really kind of cute. Let me see if I can find it, see if it'll do it. You can see Sylvester banging his head.
Yeah, that's cute. They wouldn't allow that in cartoons now. That'd be too violent.
I know, it's stupid, isn't it? I think I'll do that whenever I see Billy aggravating the crap out of me.
That's cute.
That's not bad. I haven't learned everything yet, but I like this much at least better. I can have some kind of a background instead of black.
Yeah.
I can put virtually any still picture up there I want. I can put a GIF. I don't think I can put a video of any kind back up there. I haven't tried that yet to see if it will
Well, if
work.
you had a movie or something going, I don't know if people could pay attention to the movie and
Put
chat
back up there. I haven't tried that yet.
and do
All
everything at
right.
one time.
See if it will
Well,
work.
if you had a movie or something.
Who's echoing?
That's me.
Oh.
I'm trying
I
to get
see
my
the only
chat.
thing putting a movie up there, our pictures and stuff would be in the way.
Yeah. Now I
Okay.
got my chat so I can read it.
Hey Finbar, welcome back. He says he's okay on a boat if it's nice flat water. As soon as it splashes around and starts rocking, that's it. I know what you mean. I kind of the same way. Okay,
we're on the
Terry, hurry back.
we're on the ocean over here, so it's not real smooth most of the time.
Okay, Dutch is eating dinner. He says his asparagus mixed with sweet onions, Yukon Gold potatoes, and a salad and cherry wine. Ooh.
That sounds good, Dutch.
I hope you got enough for the rest of us, dude.
You need some cut up pears on that.
I, are you? Have you haven't even opened that bottle yet, have you?
No, it's kind of a collector's item.
Yeah.
It's my parents got it a long time ago, and they kept saying they were going to open it when my sister graduated, and then they said no, I don't think we will, and then they said they'd open it when I graduated, and they said no, so
Well,
they
then
never could bring themselves to open it.
I wouldn't either. Then I just, I'm just kind of curious. What I guess as long as it's sealed and everything, you could eat the pear after you would open it. I mean, I just wonder if after this long, if it would go bad or something.
I don't know. It doesn't look real good. I don't. Well, the glass is kind of yellow, so it's kind of hard to tell. But
Well, I mean, like wine, they get better with age, they say, but I don't know about. That was what brandy we figured out.
yeah,
I don't know how that would work.
I've never even had brandy.
No, neither. I don't think.
Or
Finbar says, "Go ahead."
ribeye sounds good.
Peppercorns. God, y'all gonna make me hungry. I've done 8, and now all this food talk's gonna get me hungry again. I'll have to go find something.
I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I made homemade chicken and noodles.
Oh, that's good.
I have made. Mark's never had it, mine, so I made it for him, and that's what we had. I guess I still remembered how to do it. It was pretty good. I do it a shortcut ways.
That's
It's
usually
I cook noodles, and then I'll cook the chicken, and then I open a can of cream of chicken soup, mix it in with a little milk, and make it creamy, and I'm done.
that sounds good. My sister's coming back over Thursday, making some chicken and rice. She makes really good chicken and rice.
Okay, Dutch, we're all gonna pack up, and we're coming over there, so be prepared.
Yeah, set the table, Dutch.
Peter, we're talking about a bottle of brandy that has a actual pear in it. JL's son showed it last time we had a live stream, and
They grew this pear in the bottle and then cut the stem off and
it's
filled it full of
weird.
brandy. It's very weird looking.
Out of all the fruits and like that, pear is my favorite. I like pears.
Yeah, yeah, it's a Bartlett pear.
May wines gets worse with age. Okay, coming up, Terry. There you go, Terry.
They throw their pears away.
Oh man.
That's a waste.
Now there's certain kind of pears. I think they call them sugar pears that you really can't eat. They're hard.
Yeah.
And I've tried cooking them, and they never get soft.
Huh. Most of the pears I eat come out of a can.
Okay, Terry's got to connect his device. There we go.
Finbar, I'll get the bottle out in a little bit and show y'all.
He's in
How's
the.
everyone doing tonight?
Good,
Hey, we
Terry.
got to teach you how to put an avatar up here, boy.
All right. I guess that black electrical tape covering my eye ain't working.
No, I don't. All I see is the white avatar.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you should see.
Where's the toilet paper, Terry?
I know, right? Ain't no one seen boxers, man.
That's why I wasn't going to say why you were doing that.
Hell yeah. I only had a shirt and a hat and glasses on, man. I tell you what, man. I ain't gonna stand up and show everyone my beautiful blue boxers.
So he had to cover the camera up.
That's right. There
48
ain't no.
cent, 48 sent you a whole roll of toilet paper.
That's all right. I got 24 rolls that are double. That's right. Panic buy, people. Panic buy. Buy that toilet paper.
Yeah, Peter, I've heard that you've got to. A friend of ours, or a friend of mine years ago, had a pear tree, and they had to wrap them up in newspaper and put them in like a bushel basket, and they set them in their garage for about a month or so they would finish ripening.
Joker's lady, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing all right, Terry. I'm by myself tonight.
What are you doing tonight on a beautiful Monday?
Sitting here talking to you.
I know, right? You can't get no better than that, girl. Shit.
I'm all by myself. Everybody left me.
Me too, girl. That's all right. I'm always by myself. And you know what? I've gotten to where I really like that.
I'm used to it. I lived by myself for 25 years. I'm used to it.
There it is. That's right. Beautiful feeling, isn't it? I've been married twice. I'll tell you what, after 2 marriages, being by yourself is quite a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I learned my lesson the first time.
Hey,
Yeah,
Doug.
twice.
Hello.
Hey,
How's
Dougie,
it going?
Doug,
Good.
how the hell are you, buddy?
Terry, how you doing?
So far, so good. Just drinking some beers and smoking a little bit on a bowl. So, yeah, doing pretty good so far listening to killer music.
Good way to be.
I know, right?
Who killed Billy the Kid? That would be Garrett. Pat Garrett, wouldn't it? Killed Billy the Kid?
He's talking about
Garrett,
Billy.
yeah.
He's talking about our Billy that was here. I was doing a regular live stream.
Billy.
And
Well, Garrett did kill supposedly. No one's really sure. There was really no proof, but
oh yeah, they couldn't. I guess there was no skull in it. The story goes, it was the middle of the night. And he walked in the room and shot him while he was in bed.
Yeah, right? What's his girl that was in there?
Mm-hmm. There was a girl that was in there.
Yeah,
but I guess the story goes that perhaps Pat Garrett, who was a little bit friendly with Billy, actually didn't kill him, but killed somebody else.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I think too, man.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not. I know that.
I think Bill the Kid lived out a really good life.
Perhaps.
That would be cool if he did.
Joker's lady, I met your son the other day.
He's a character, isn't he?
He was funny. Yeah, nice to talk with him.
Yeah, he's.
Is that Mike?
Yeah,
is his name Mike?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's cool as fuck. I like him. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
He's cool.
He's great.
He really is. And like I told him, JL, is that I support the blue. I know what a tough time they got going nowadays, and it ain't good. Trust me, that I know. But yeah,
Finbar wants to know why was he called Billy the Kid? Would you care to explain?
I think he was 21 when he died, when he was shot.
I
think he
thinking
committed
younger.
he committed his murders when he was like 17 years old or 18 years old.
He was
he was real quick on that gun.
gunslinger.
Yeah, he was quick on that gun.
He shot a man who accused his mother of being a prostitute. I think that was the first person he shot. I think he attributed with killing 6 people. I think he was involved in the territorial wars from the state at the time. It was I forgot the name of the county.
Hey, Dougie, where's all the gold buried, man?
Which gold? His gold? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think Billy the Kid had any money.
His gang did, and they buried gold in different places.
And that's what they say. You suppose that someone buried it and had gone back later and got it, right? You think?
I know, right? Well, I would hope so, but you never know.
Okay, it says here Billy the Kid was also known by William H. Bonney, was an outlaw and a gunfighter of the American Old West who killed 8 men before he was shot and killed at the age of 21. He also fought in New Mexico's Lincoln County War during
the Lincoln County War. Yep.
He allegedly committed 3 murders. So, he was born in New York too.
That's what I know.
You want to hear of a badass guy?
Well, he killed 8. He killed 8 people, and I think the first one he killed as a teenager was a person who accused his mother of being a prostitute. I think.
What I read about was Billy the Kid. That's who I was reading about.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, Doug, you know who's badass too? Was Ulysses S. Grant. I just watched his story, man. He was badass.
He was a tough nut growing up. Yes, he was.
Yes, right. He came from poor to nothing to general, man.
To president. He was president of the United States.
That's right. That's right. He won. He beat out slavery, all that stuff, man.
Y'all know your history. I don't.
I don't either.
It was just on TV.
He's not buried in New York. We have Grant's tomb. He's not buried there, right?
Where is he buried, Dougie?
I believe he's in Arlington. I'm not sure, but
he belongs there.
But I'm sure he's not in Grant's tomb, which is on 125th Street, Riverside Drive.
All right, let me Google.
I'm sure he's in Arlington. That would be much.
That's you want to say hello? Shandy's panel?
No. Dutch says he's in New Mexico.
Come on, Gigi. Let's go.
Hey, JB.
Yes, JB. That's great.
Hey, JB, this is Terry.
No, Billy the Kid. He's talking about Billy the Kid.
Open?
In New Mexico, yeah. Huh?
Is downstairs open? Unlocked?
No. You want the key?
Yeah.
My first wife was from New Mexico. She was born and raised in the Red River ski area. And near Petals, New Mexico.
Up in Taos is where the ski area is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, where she was working and did and raised and all that kind of stuff was Red River.
Peter Somers, I don't believe anybody is in Grant's tomb that sits in New York. I don't believe anybody's there.
I'm trying to read and see who it says is in there. So,
hey, JB Davis, come on up, bro.
Yeah,
would
JB.
Be good to hear you, man.
Try it again, JB. He has an echo problem. Try it again, JB.
Wait a minute. Let's see. I'm not getting. It's not really saying.
Are you echoing Joker's Lady? I don't hear it. Hello, Arizona. How you doing, boss?
No, I'm
yeah,
not.
Come on up, Arizona.
Hey,
First come, first serve on this panel.
JB echoes when he comes in, but he can try it again. He's asking, is that Terry M?
Okay, according to Google, it says U.S. President Ulysses S. Grant and his wife Julia Dent Grant, each of their remains lie within 2, 8, and 1/2 ton red Montella granite sarcophagi in the center of the round crypt, watched over by 5 busts of the Union generals that served under Grant. So
Cool.
it says they are buried there. So
Where are they buried?
they're actually buried in Grant's tomb.
Family?
And where is Grant's tomb?
Manhattan, New York, it says.
Oh, then
Whoa.
really? They really are there.
Hey,
That's
Doug,
what
he
it
fought a
says.
lot of wars there. He just might be there.
I'm learning something now because I always understood that he was not there. But
Well, it looks like he might be there.
Shandy says Grant is really in his tomb in New York.
They just had his show on Discovery. What was it, History Channel last night? Yeah, they had, let's see, Washington, Grant, and then Lincoln is part 2 tonight.
Okay. Stephanie suggests that perhaps it's Grant's family in the tomb and not Grant himself.
Well, I just Googled, so I'm just,
Yeah,
you know.
so you're promising me he's actually there, right?
I don't promise nobody nothing that they're gonna live and
Who's
they're
that
gonna live and
beautiful
die.
lady
That's all I
on
can
the
promise
forehead?
anybody.
Shandy, we want proof.
Yeah, she's not Google. She's Googling stuff.
I Googled it and that's
Come on, let's go upstairs.
Hi,
you
Steph.
know.
Was that JL just kiss you on the forehead?
Yeah, she did. That's my wife.
JL?
Hi.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hey
Hello.
girl.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night. Take the
Do
door.
at least a couple
Good night,
shots and smoke a
Stephanie.
bowl.
Hey Gigi. That's Gigi.
Aw. Gigi's got a happy tail.
Yeah,
I know.
Hey, Shandy.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
ma'am.
The flowers I made last night.
Oh, those are beautiful.
I don't see any flowers in it. Where's the flowers?
Moving it and let me. You got to stop moving the
I
flower.
don't see no damn flowers.
The damn thing. There we go.
They're
Yeah.
There
edible
it is.
too, right?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's edible, Terry. You can eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Well, I wouldn't eat it. It's made out of sugar paste.
Pretty
I'd
good.
eat it in a heartbeat. If they made sugar, I'm gonna eat.
It still looks really cool, though. I mean, that's pretty
She
creative.
she makes decorations for the cakes that she makes. Stephanie makes cakes. She also makes the decorations. I'll tell you what.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what. I think it'd be easier just to go buy flowers and put real flowers on the cake.
Totally would.
Hell yeah, would be.
Doug, ask her right quick. Is rose petals really edible?
Yes, I actually
Yes,
use
they are.
for garnish.
Have you ever tasted them?
They're delicious.
Yeah, I
I got
tasted
a
it.
rose in here on my desk. I might take a bite then.
Listen, they say
Don't try to grow it like
Well, eat one leaf at a time.
your own garden,
Eat the whole damn rose at once.
or don't eat one from a florist.
yeah, she says don't eat them from a florist. Only
And
eat.
you might want to watch
Only
it off
eat one rose.
because of bug repellent.
I have a miniature rose plant. What about those kind? Can you eat them?
Well, yeah, it's just you don't want anything that had pesticides on it.
Got it.
But,
I got you.
I think the petals contain vitamin C.
I just wondered if they ever were edible. I'd always heard.
I know.
You know, crickets are edible too. Crickets are edible, but you don't want to eat those, do you? I mean, I don't know.
Well, pine tree needles have high vitamin C, and they're very edible. People don't know that, but it's true.
I've heard of pine nuts.
Yeah,
Pine
Yeah,
nuts
they got-
are
good.
salad.
They're called pinon. They're called pinon, and they grow at random in usually New Mexico and other places like that in the desert.
They're really
Hmm.
good.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
they're very expensive too
They're
because
good
they're
on a
really
salad.
hard to pick, hard to get.
They're little, but they're good on a salad.
Yep. But they're expensive too.
JB, you used to live down from Arlington National Cemetery? Is that what you're saying?
Who?
JB, he says he
Oh.
used to live in Arlington. Lived right down the road from Arlington National. Is that the same as Arlington National Cemetery?
They Googling it.
I done Googled twice. It's somebody else's turn now.
Are
Dude,
you
I live right down the street from Arlington Cemetery. Go on, Doug.
Says I used to
Shandy's
live.
all Googled out.
Yeah, for the moment anyway.
That's funny as hell right there.
I usually am, you know that.
Hey, Cleo went to bed early though. She conked out on us. Tried to get her here, but you know the deal.
It's not
Yeah.
even late.
I know. She claimed it is. You know,
Well,
she's
she
a young and on top of it early. Even if she's 3 hours ahead of me, what, 2 or 1 hours ahead of you, Shandy?
Yeah, now,
Still
but now
early.
I woke up.
Cleo's in the same time zone as me, I believe.
Yeah.
I think because she's a vegetarian, that it depletes her energy way quicker.
She needs
I
to
think
eat some
that's
of that
true, Jerry.
manatee.
Well, actually, she's a vegan.
She does not eat meat whatsoever.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem.
I have no clue, JB. I don't know. JB asked when are they going to cancel his tomb, and I have no clue.
Yeah.
Well, I woke up about 4:00 this morning, 4:30.
Me too. I did too, my time though.
And I could see that Cleo was on Instagram then, which would have been about 5:30 her time. She keeps early hours, so.
Heck yeah, that girl does. She gets up 3 or 4 in the morning.
Finbar, I'm not a biker. I've never owned a motorcycle myself. I've ridden motorcycles. I would enjoy it. I bought my son a dirt bike when he was a kid, and I helped him maintain that for a few years. But
Yeah,
no.
Doug, you look like you could be a biker, man.
Yeah, well,
all you need is the right skulls on your shirt and stuff. You know?
Terry, the hair gets cut once a year.
Where's your hat tonight, Dougie?
Oh, I got a hat. It's over there.
Doug says that's all coming off during warm weather.
Yeah, in May. In May, I cut my hair, Terry. I cut it short.
You need to live stream.
Every year in May.
Right on, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
He's gonna live stream.
I just shave the head for summer to begin with, man.
And then after Thanksgiving, I don't shave anymore either. Until May. So
I haven't shaved my head in years. I've always had haircuts and shit like that, but I haven't actually shaved it where it's bald, which feels really good in the.
I'm not gonna shave my head. I'm just gonna cut my hair short. I'm gonna have my beard shaved. The guy's pretty good with the straight razor. I love it.
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit of pampering that I do for myself once in a while. Once a year I get a shave.
Yeah, me too. I got to shave the goatee up. It's gotten too long. I've been lazy, so that's why I'm not on the video right now. I kind of good a couple days ago, and came on live for Shandy.
Yeah.
But I got this goatee way down because it's gotten long. I've just been lazy, so I got to cut it down.
Are you gonna get a GI haircut, Doug?
Not quite that short, but you'll see in May. You'll see. I get it cut pretty short over my ears. So, over my ears.
So whoever saw my long goatee, it will not be long real soon, like tomorrow. I ain't lying, Jay.
It's too hot here in the summer.
It's way too long for me.
Way
too long for me. Shit starts getting stuck in it, especially when you're eating and shit. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, really.
Then you try to comb it out, and your comb sticks to your goatee. You're like, what? Nah, this ain't good.
Yeah, soup is the worst. It's hard to eat soup with a beard and not make a mess.
Yeah, I know, or cheese, or runny cheese, cooked cheese, spaghetti,
runny
stuff.
cheese, on pizza.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, Peter, come up here and let us see. Peter says he looks like an angel. I said, come on, let us see.
Come on, Peter.
Yeah, come on, Peter. You walk the walk, let's talk the talk, brother.
Okay, Jenny says rose hips are sold as a supplement, which I've heard of that. Tough for the roses to get around without hips.
And Bar Terry too. Come on, Peter, man. Want to hear that beautiful accent you got from Nova Scotia, man?
Oh,
Nova
that's
Scotia.
Yep. That's
You're
where
up there
Peter.
by Dan. You're up there by Dan Horn.
Yeah, God bless our Canadians, man. You see how good they're doing up there lately? I won't get into it, but yeah, they're doing awesome.
I've just read back. JB said he would take a trip up there to find out about Grant's tomb. That would be cool. And put some pictures up.
Heck yeah, I want to, you know,
I'm not that far from Grant's tomb myself. I could be there in 30 minutes.
If I could afford it, I'd love to buy like a $500,000, you know, motorhome. You know, you see on TV all the tricked out ones, and just go travel around the United States. You know what I mean? To see all these beautiful things before I die, and Europe as well, and all the beautiful islands, and just travel around the world, meet different people, and eat different foods, and just enjoy all those beautiful sunsets and sunrises with a beautiful lady. What do you all think?
Okay.
So you had to stop at the gas station.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Y'all know him, right?
I have an idea, Shandy.
What?
I could live stream a drive from here to Grant's tomb, and like I live streamed when I drove to Texas.
Right.
Hey, no one watching that alone, Dougie.
Live stream in the car. Go to Grant's tomb. Live stream from the tomb. I could actually go read the plaque, see what it says.
That would be cool. If you actually film that, Dougie, and that would be awesome.
I think it might, Terry. Shandy, you were saying?
That's what I was just going to tell you, that would be a good idea. I mean, you wouldn't maybe necessarily have to do the drive if you did, unless
That's
you
right.
wanted.
I mean,
I really enjoyed when I was driving and live streaming, because I got to play the Serious Grateful Dead channel the whole time.
Yeah.
I had a friend drive from Sacramento to Colorado Springs, and that's like 1,100, 1,200 miles, something like that. He did a pretty good job cutting it off and on, you know, coming back and forth to people. But you can't do one long stream. That would be good.
I streamed while I was driving for like 8 hours each direction I drove. I did two streams each way. And I streamed until the battery died on the tablet. Because
don't you have a plug-in? Well, you need a plug-in for your
it's a Prius. It's a Prius. I have a plug-in.
Oh my God, dude!
The Prius won't charge. The Prius won't charge the tablet.
You need a Ram 2500, bro.
What do you mean it won't charge? I mean, does it not have a cigarette lighter that you can plug in like you normally would into it?
The electricity is deferred to run the motor, Shandy. It can barely charge a cell phone, let alone keep a tablet charged.
I cannot imagine you in a fucking Prius, Doug. My language, but I can imagine you in a Prius.
Oh, there's a lady angler. There's Joker's lady sister. Hey, girl.
There she
I imagine
is.
you on a Harley or a big Cadillac, Dougie.
Yeah.
About time you woke up, lady.
Not a Prius, that's for sure. I would have never guessed that one.
Not my Prius, it's my wife.
Okay, I think Dougie needs his own car.
I've got my own car, but my own car doesn't get as good gas mileage like the Prius, and I was driving 1,400 miles each way. I was getting about 55 miles a gallon in the Prius versus about the 25 I would have got in my Honda.
That's good.
Okay, if you're going to go on vacation, this is about status and not gas mileage. Okay.
Listen, you're always about
was not my concern at the time.
I used to have an Xterra.
Yep.
Which is a good car. I mean, I could spin the tire as soon as I punched the gas on that. It would do 120 easy.
Mm-hmm.
SUV, yeah, good car. And then my wife, you know, she blew up 5 cars when we were married. And then she took off with my Jeep Cherokee to Alabama. Yep, that's for real.
So much for the Cherokee, huh?
And now I fear she's back in my town as of a day or two ago.
She's still driving your Cherokee?
What's that?
Lady Angler
Still
is.
driving your Cherokee?
I'm sure she is.
Doug, Lady
'Cause I know I'm
Angler.
not.
Doug, Lady Angler is Joker's lady's sister.
Joker's lady's sister, and therefore Mike's aunt.
Mike's
Yeah.
Yeah, my
son.
ex-old lady was evil, man. She's like little Hitler, 5 foot tall with, what do they call that? Where you have Napoleon syndrome, little man complex,
Who
mixed with a
has?
little bipolar. Hold on, mixed with a little bipolar.
Are you talking about your
Little
ex-wife?
multi-personality disorder mixed with ADHD. ADHD.
Who's that? Your first wife?
Second.
Oh, your second.
Yep.
That's why.
His
That's why
second
you don't
and
get
last.
married. You don't get
Yep.
married the second
Sandy
time.
got it. Sandy knows the deal.
His second and last wife.
Yeah, I got
Yep.
a first and last husband.
I bet
I'm
you do.
on wife number 3, Terry. Are you?
Holy shit, dude! And it better be you're the end game.
Well, I don't know. It's good to have a partner.
It is. I
Yeah,
miss that
depend.
part of it, but being single for let's say I've been single now since 2010, and I've had like 8 girlfriends in between. And they're coming and flying in from other states, or I flew them in, or they flew in. But still, that just didn't hit the right note for me. So we're still friends, a lot of them, but it just wasn't that.
Okay.
And
I've
it's
been
really
single
hard to
since
find a good
'89.
mate today. This day and age, with the women they are in their 20s and 30s, they're really messed up. So are the men.
Good
Oh
night.
yeah,
Good night.
they
You know,
really
Terry,
are.
Terry, do you know what the leading cause of divorce is?
Yeah, I know this one. Damn it.
I'll tell you, marriage.
Wait a minute. Let me say good night to
Did you say
Finbar.
marriage?
Finbar, thank you for coming. I'll try to go on a little earlier one day this week, so it won't be so late for you, and maybe some of the other guys from the UK can visit too. So thank you for
Finbar
coming,
is here.
Finbar. Great to see you.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I love shit. You're right, Doug. Yeah, it is marriage.
Marriage is the leading cause of divorce. It's true.
Well, man, they're getting a bad deal in the court system, and yes, ladies, yes, these men are getting ran over by women. That 80% of women are filing for divorces these days.
Because their men are treating them bad.
Well, no, they're just filing because it's like an insurance policy after they get married, stuff like that. I've delved really deep into this one. We're talking 20 and 30-year-olds, not our age groups.
Not our age.
Our age
Okay.
groups are a little different, you know what I mean? But yeah, this age group, it's really bad, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. And a lot of it started with feminism, and the feminism nowadays is horrible for women. It really is, and that's what's really sad. Because I really do believe in a good marriage, a good life, God, country, family. You know what I mean? But these 20 and 30-year-olds, man, they're really messed up by this social media and all the things that are.
I don't think social media helps. I don't think the social media is helpful. I don't think it helps young people form close relationships with people they can actually reach out and touch.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
I think it keeps them away. I have daughters that are still teenagers. They have loads of friends online, but very few come in the house. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, Mike, I've seen a lot of these videos, and back in the day when women had only so many, men to choose from in their little town or little city, that was cool. But nowadays, you go on your phone and women have so many options now that are 800 or 900 guys hitting on them. And, men every now and then have them too on the phone as well. But it's, from what I've been seeing online, it's way worse with women.
Terry and I have this discussion a lot.
Yeah, we do, sweetheart.
Yeah. I don't know. If
I
I
don't
would.
know why you would look for a partner
I'm
online
telling you
in
real
in the first
statistics, though,
place.
I
Well,
mean,
all right.
I ain't
Now, wait. In the defense, okay, of meeting somebody online, it can happen and it can be good.
Oh
I
yeah,
oh,
know
it's true,
yeah.
but
it's
it's
rare.
really an
It
anomaly when
doesn't
it's
it doesn't strike me as the first place to go look though.
No,
that's right. It's not. It's the bad thing to do. And
um,
meeting someone online is really an anomaly. It doesn't happen really often. It's really a pump and dump, or vice versa, and it's just bad. And if you watch some of these videos on YouTube, you'd be like, holy moly, what's going on in the dating world and marriage world? And it's getting worse.
I
Hi,
don't know what
Judith.
videos you mean, but
Well, you got to do
Judith,
research, look at it. Some of the I got like 5 or 6 people, on YouTube that I can go to and watch their videos and all these live videos of different men and women and what they're doing to each other, and it's really horrible.
yeah,
Oh, it is. It really is. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to stay out of this. Yep.
But you keep watching it.
Yep.
you're gonna come by
Just
ship.
gonna stay out of it. They have a thing called MGTOW now, JL. You know what MGTOW is?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, oh God, I got it. I'm not gonna say a word.
It's called Men Going Their Own Way. It's a real thing. It's reached across the world now.
Yeah, it's men that have got stuck by women.
Yep,
Not
that's
necessarily,
right.
but it could be. Some of it could be their own fault. We will. We're not gonna put. Oh God, you get me on the subject, Terry.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know if we want to go there.
I'm just saying it's a big deal with MGTOW. MGTOW is a real thing, and it's gotten big this day and age.
Are you saying big towel?
MGTOW, right?
Yep.
It's
Men
men.
going their own way.
In other words, it's men that's got butt hurt by women. Some
Yep.
because of women,
And they teach
and
their youngins too. They teach the young guys what's going on with women.
and some of it is their own doing. But it's kind of, in my opinion, I'm sorry, Terry, I'm going to say this. I love you, and you know me. We've discussed this. But to me, it's just a bunch of damn men that got butt hurt either by their own doings or because they weren't smart enough to see what was going on. So that's my opinion of MGTOW.
And you know what? You know what, Shandy, you might be totally 100% spot on that. But you know what? It's gone worldwide.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I'm sure that if we would look hard enough, there's women going their own way too because they have controlling butt
Yeah, not really.
men. So it's
Not
a
really.
two-way street.
There's nothing like that on YouTube or anything like that. So no, it ain't that. It's really the feminism part of it that's really hurting, the dating and the marriage today. That's the 20 and 30-year-olds, people, not the 40s, 50s, and 60s. That's a whole different generation.
Judith, originally I was born in Indiana. Up until about a year and a half ago, most of my life I was in North Carolina. Normally I'm a Yankee, but being in the South so long, I picked up the Southern accent. So that's where this is coming from. I'm a grits girl, raised in the South.
Shandy, love Yankees.
Yeah, well, I am what they call a damned Yankee. I am a Yankee. I am a Yankee that went south and never went back home. So I'm what they call a damned Yankee.
Hey, I'll be right back, people. I gotta go get a beer and get a beer.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, did you hear Peter's wondering why these women date prisoners? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah,
they're sick in the head. That's why.
That's a good question. I mean, what's to gain?
Yeah.
I think
That's why I think you're sick head.
Gal pal, come on up.
I have too many ways to explain that one. That's pretty much it.
Where's she at?
She.
Yankees rule.
Be
We
right
are
back.
no turn. Oh, Judith, you are from Indiana. Awesome. I was born in Shelbyville, if you know where that is.
Come on up,
There you
you
go.
damn Yankee.
Yeah, we were damn Yankees. Come on, Yankees rule. Woo, woo. Peter says they still cheat just with the cellmate. I really don't understand that either, though. I mean, what
Um,
is the game?
I think that these days the expectation is different from a relationship. I don't think the young people are thinking in terms of 40, 50 years later. They're barely
No.
thinking in terms of 4 or 5 weeks later. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like
Dougie, you're right.
they're not looking for a relationship that's gonna last their whole life, I think.
They
Yeah.
act like the world's going to end in 5 or 10 years, like AOC said, right?
Yeah, well, if you live your life like that, then you're not gonna get very far, are you?
Well, they are, and that's what's happening.
You gotta plan further ahead than that, right?
Judas,
That's what I'm thinking.
Shelbyville is 27 miles southeast of Indianapolis. So that's where Shelbyville is. It's kind of
I'm thinking of a Shelby car.
no. I've had a Shelby Mustang one time. Boy, that was a good car.
Really?
And,
Yeah.
and
You had a
so
Shelby Mustang?
Yeah, years and years ago. Well, my ex did. I didn't. But
so
They're damn expensive nowadays.
where's Gary, Indiana? That's all the way in the north, and it's a suburb of Chicago, is it?
it's not too far from there. No,
People live in Gary, work in Chicago, right?
I think so. It's not too far from there. It's more. It's up in the northern part.
Yeah, it's right on the lake. It's all the way in the north. Yeah.
He's south of Indiana. Okay.
There.
All right.
Time for another beer and a bowl, people.
Okay. That's all right.
I
Now,
know, right? Here, y'all can y'all hear this? Wait a minute. Listen, everyone, ready?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
I know what that.
Yeah. Everybody know. To coin somebody else's friend, hopefully he won't copyright me. Pop a top. Pop a top.
Pop top.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you can copyright that though. I don't think you can.
I don't care if he does. He can try to sue me all he wants. It don't matter.
I'm gonna flush y'all if y'all don't
Can't
have.
squeeze blood in a fraternal.
It's
No,
really.
you can't.
I think I have heard of that, Judith, Michigan City. Let me get Google out again, see if I can get an idea.
I own this channel, and y'all better straighten it up.
Hey, look at all these
Who's got little
people.
pink houses there, gal pal?
We got Siberian Gal Pal. We got Judith, Peter Summers, Judith, Jokers,
Gal
Judith.
pal's talking about someone's house.
Hey, JB, how you doing, brother? Sounds like incel JB. Really?
Where's Brown Dog tonight?
JB come up with some cool shit sometimes.
Brown Dog's in Australia, isn't he?
Well, he's out
Yes, he
in the
is.
field with Time Lord doing some prospecting tonight. He won't be back really till Friday.
Oh, that's
Time Lord came in for a little bit ago, but he's out there trying to get some money.
so. What's it like in Indiana? There's Siberian Gal Pal. How you doing out there in Indiana?
Oh, it's up
I'm
like
in
here.
Washington. I'm dead center of Washington State.
Gal pal don't live in Indiana.
No, but
She's responding to someone's question, I think.
oh, it's way up north.
I'm dead center of Washington State.
Dead center of Washington State. I've been in
Yep.
Washington State. I've been out to the San Juan Islands. I've been to Puerto
Cool.
Friday and to Orcas, and I spent a little time in Seattle.
Yeah, you don't want to go there right now. Check this out. I just posted it to Shandy from one of our news articles here, Dougie.
Yeah.
Now they require 250 cops there, right? Well, you know, the city
Where?
council last year got rid of 200 cops.
Yeah.
Now they're down to 47 cops in Seattle. I recommend not
In
going
Seattle. Yeah.
That's right now. And I just posted that article to Shandy on Messenger 2 days ago.
Well, you know what? They shoot themselves in the foot, they'll learn.
Yep. Well,
That's
you can
it.
see every blue city
Listen,
starting to crumble.
I've had five children. Not a one of them did I stop from touching the flame with their finger. I let every one of them do it.
I know you can see one of your kids going, "Hey, let me put this fork in the outlet." Go
Yeah,
ahead.
see how that works. No, but seriously, they want to touch the hot burner. I say, go right the hell ahead. What
You don't need to be in the gene pool anyway.
It's the only way they learn anything.
I know, right? Yeah, you're right, Dougie.
So in
it.
Seattle, if they saw fit to elect people who wanted to get rid of the police force, next time they'll see fit to elect different people. Right?
That's right. Hey,
Yeah.
yesterday, check this out, people. Yesterday, Antifa in Portland, Oregon came messing with some homeowner, right? He killed one and shot 5 others. Yep, they ain't messing with it no more.
No, well,
They ain't got no police force there either.
Hey, Patrick, good to see you. Hope you're doing
Yeah, that happened yesterday, Dougie.
yeah, they don't have no traction, Terry. Those guys, they got no traction. So
Yeah, Antifa's they're all going to go to prison one day. They really will.
they
They just don't know they're just being used by the Democrats. They just don't realize it.
oh, they know it.
I know.
All
That's
right.
true.
You're
Yeah,
going
no, but
south, Terry.
We're going
I
south.
know, right? Well, here's cheers to everyone, though, besides all that stuff.
Yeah. Judith, I don't think I'd ever want to move back there. I wouldn't mind going back to visit. It's been a lot of years. I'd like to see how my hometown's grown up, but I don't think I'd
What's
like
your
to.
hometown, Shandy?
Say what?
What's your hometown?
Shelbyville, Indiana.
Shelbyville, Indiana.
Yeah.
South of Indianapolis, not far south of Indianapolis.
27
What's
miles
Indiana like?
southwest. Say what?
What's Indiana like?
It's mostly flatlands, cornfields.
What do you mean? That's where the Jackson 5 are from Indiana. What are you talking about?
Actually, they were from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, they were. The Jackson 5 are from Gary. They were.
The town I.
Why? Who do you got from Seattle? You got what's his name? Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, he did, man.
Yeah, so's Michael Jackson.
Yeah. So
We got Bruce Lee from Seattle too.
Is he? I did not know that. I did not know that.
He's buried in Washington here.
He's not in Grant's tomb, is he?
I don't think so, bro.
Shandy, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to plan a fun route. I'm going to drive into the city, and I'm going to stream it.
I think you should, Doug.
And I'll go to Grant's. I'll go to Grant's tomb. I'll go to Grant's tomb.
Peter wants to know how many times you drove across country, Doug, and have you taken every east-west interstate?
I have not taken every east-west interstate, although I've been on most of them at one stretch or another, but not the whole way.
Travel Route 66, Doug. What's up with that?
I've been on 66. If you want an honest answer, how many times I've been across the country and back in a car, I'd have to say probably about 12.
Wow, that's a lot, man.
Yeah,
well,
I know you live in Texas.
Let me just say, I lived for a long time in Jackson, Wyoming, and I would drive every year back and forth from New York to Jackson. So that's Jackson, Wyoming is 2,500 miles from New York. So
how many times have you been on Route 66?
He's not on Route 66, no. I've been on Route 66. I was in Southern California.
Have you ever been on Route 66 yet?
On Route which?
Yeah, have you ever been on Route 66 yet?
I have been on Route 66. Not on very much of it.
Right. I would love to take a trip
just on a little piece of
nice
it.
vehicle or camper and just travel up and see the little towns that used to be.
Terry, are you retired?
Not yet, man.
So plan your camper trip.
I'll probably
Plan
be
your trip
starting
now.
a new job probably this week.
When?
This week.
You're
You're
gonna
gonna
retire this week?
No, I just had a job that's offering like $26 an hour with full benefits and 401k.
That's not bad.
And I still got another 15, 20 years before I retire. So,
Another 15 or 20 years.
yep.
Yowza.
I
I'm
know.
fortunate. Terry, I don't know if it's fortunate or not, but I had back surgery about almost 2 years ago now, and it forced me to retire early. And so
Yeah, you remember with them going back and forth to Mars and the moon without us knowing and under the ocean, dealing with all those aliens, you know what? They can't fix your damn back yet.
oh, well, yeah, they got my back fixed up pretty good, but I can't do any heavy lifting. So I'm a union iron worker, and I took early retirement because I had the option, so I did it.
Utmost respect for ironwork.
High five, Dutchman.
There's the Dutchman. Hello.
His microphone's
Dutchman,
turned off.
what's up?
We can't hear him.
And I love the ironworkers, man. We got ironworkers here too, bro.
Sure,
I'll tell you what, they don't play around.
Ironwork is a good union. We worked hard. We worked heavy. It's dirty work, and someone has to do it. You know.
Yeah, it's hard on your body.
Good evening,
There
good
he
evening,
is.
everybody. I had my mic off.
I saw that.
Hey,
Is that
Dutch.
Dutchman?
Good, you're not echoing
Yeah.
tonight. Hallelujah. JB, you need to
Well,
come up
awesome,
tonight.
Dutchman's actually awesome to hear you for once, man. Saying just cheers and drink a beer.
You guys were talking about Route 66. I smell like Brute 66.
Uh-oh, somebody's echoing. No, wait a minute.
That's Terry.
Oh, Terry, you're in the box again.
All right, I'll be back, damn it. You know how what's it called? Straight talk.
Oh boy, that is echoing. That is echoing really bad.
No, he's not echoing. This happens when him and I talk on Messenger. It's the app. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like
Mountain
he
Man
goes
is
to
in
the
the
box.
Mountain Man is in the chat house.
Mountain
He's
Man,
a-
come up.
Mountain Man's impressed that you're up, Dutch.
He's got goosebumps.
So, so I took a pretty big step today, Shandy. I downloaded the Discord app and I figured out how to get into JT's Discord.
I'm in there too.
I know I saw you in there.
I have one myself, but nobody hardly ever chats in it. I haven't shut it down, but
I should go there.
I don't know
send you
how
the
to
link.
go to it.
You have to download an app.
Oh,
You
Peter
have-
Summers. Oi, oi.
We've lost Harry.
He's gonna come back. Let me
He's,
put the link.
he's looking for a roll of toilet paper.
That's more than I need to know.
You must have missed it a while ago. When Terry was on the other night, when he would go get something, he would cover up the screen because he can't smoke anywhere in the rest of his apartment, so he smokes in the bathroom. And so when he would get up to go get a beer or whatever, he would cover up the toilet paper with the toilet paper because all he had on was his t-shirts and his boxers. He didn't want us to see him in his pretty blue.
I don't want to walk around in my boxes on camera either. I wouldn't. But I would just turn the camera off, though, right? Let's see.
Well,
We
I mean,
like
that's
it
all he
that
had to
Mountain.
do.
There we go.
We like it. That's okay if Mountain Man sounds like he's 18. No problem.
No, seriously, you can sound like 18, 59, 60, whatever. Hell, come on up. I'll crack that link, hit it. Come on up.
Come on, Mountain Man. Dougie, you outside?
Yeah,
I'm in front of my house. Yeah.
Is it cold?
Mountain Man. He's drinking his Wyoming corn. He's drinking his Wyoming corn liquor.
Oh my goodness.
It's not very cold out, but I mean, I could easily have a coat on.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Barry came back.
Yeah. JL, do you have Discord?
I don't know.
It's an app.
I don't even. I rarely even. I don't even use Discord anymore.
Like I said, I've got a channel. It's just nobody hardly ever chats in there. You know, I mean, I've got like 30 people.
I don't. I mean, I follow Shan. I follow Action Kid and Wall Street Tom on it some, but mostly it's just I follow them here on YouTube.
Hey, Dutchman, how's the weather there in Arizona, man?
What's that?
How's the weather there in Arizona?
It's been 80. It's been in the 80s, but tomorrow we've had a storm blowing in from California. Tomorrow's only supposed to be like 59 degrees here. That's cold for us.
It's in the 50s here.
Let's see. Let me find out. We got up almost to 70 today.
We're getting down to 18 degrees tonight.
Oh my gosh! And poor Cleo with all the snow she's had dumped up there.
Oh my God, you're right. Yep, you're right.
It's insane.
She'll make a video of it.
Well, she lives far up north, so you know that's kind of what you got to expect.
It's going to be in the 80s.
Oh, absolutely.
Right now we're at 63, but come tomorrow night into Wednesday, we are going to get hit hard. We're not going to have a mix of ice and snow. We're going to have freezing rain. So from Wednesday to Thursday, we're going to have freezing rain.
I'd rather have snow than freezing rain.
I would.
We had little snowballs come today, little teeny ones.
You had little snowballs.
Yep. It was like 52, 53 degrees. They weren't sticking or nothing. Because they were hitting your car hard, you know what I'm saying? And kind of
hail or snow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
It was like little snowballs. It wasn't really hail. Okay. It was snowballs.
Kind of weird.
Really,
like you got warmer when it got closer to the ground, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. Something like that. Yeah, I bet you're right, Dougie.
In Jackson Hole, in Jackson, Wyoming, they have an issue with the inversion because they're in a valley. And sometimes the bottom of the valley will be fogged in and cold as fuck, as cold as anything. You get up, you take the chairlift. Sorry, you take the chairlift up, and you get up out above the inversion level, and it's sunny and warm, and you're not sucked in at all. And they say a lot of it is in fact wood burning fireplaces that caused that haze in the valley floor. Because
Shandy bought a nice little heater, man. It takes propane. It's really cool looking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having one myself.
Let me see if I can put it on my.
So it says 44 degrees now. Okay. So it's someone asked about the temperature here. It's 44 degrees. I'm in a sweater. So
that's me, Doug.
Yeah, Shandy's about to get some ice rain, and that could snap lines here and there and cut your power.
Oh,
but
yeah.
She bought a little heater with a little green propane bottle.
It's called Mr. Heater, and the name of it's called My Buddy. And you can either hook it up to a 1 pound propane bottle to it, or with the hose and all, you can hook it up to one of the bigger cylinders. But
that'd be cool.
Low, it puts out 4,000 BTUs. On high, it puts out on 9,000. We could, close off maybe one room and do it on low. We'll have to put a coat on or whatever, but we're not going to freeze. We do have a heat source.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was always worried about, Shandy. You guys would, your power would go out and you two would be in there all cold and stuff. That doesn't paint a good picture in my mind, knowing that was happening.
Well,
I used to have one of those little heaters.
City Walks, Mountain Man.
I just love.
Sorry, I'm talking about.
I just love. I just love the new heater. I like the new wood burning stove heater that Tricky has in his new pad.
Yeah, but he's got to make sure that that pipe is clean. You know, he just moved in. He don't know what's going on with it yet. And that's one way to start a really good fire if he keeps burning wood without checking it or make sure the landlord checked. I wouldn't even check. I wouldn't even trust the landlord.
I don't know what their codes are.
You have to clean
So he needs to clean the pipe out and make sure that it's running good. And he hasn't done that yet. So I'm kind of worried about Tricky about that.
A wood burning stove can be a problem if you don't keep the chimney clean.
That's right. Creosote, those kind of things.
Creosote builds up quicker than you think.
That's right.
You've got to clean your chimney at the beginning of every season at a minimum. And it's not bad to clean it halfway through the season as well.
Dougie, depending on the wood you burn, it gets a lot worse and a lot more dangerous if you don't. You you burn pine or something like that, that'll really create a lot of creosote.
Yeah. And in fact, we burn a lot of pine. When I lived in Wyoming, we relied on wood for heat. And I see Mountain Man posting it was -4. In Jackson, where I lived, it gets the same way. And we lived in a small cabin when my first son was born 30 years ago. And we had only a wood burning stove for heat. Only. And it would get cold as fuck. So we were.
You're gonna get timed out,
The
Dougie.
biggest thing with Tricky is going to be when he gets real drunk, doing his live stream, it's falling over onto it. Now that's going to be a problem.
That would make for good live streaming, though, wouldn't it?
I know, right? I pray to God he don't fall on his damn hot ass stove, man.
I put a link in there. It's to a picture of my little heater.
Okay.
Her little heater's pretty cool, man. I need to get one myself because we live right here at the Rocky Reach Dam. The river, Columbia River is like maybe 150, 200 yards from me right here. I'm downtown Wenatchee, Washington. And we got the other big dam above that. And, power probably won't go out. But you know what? Someone could hit a telephone pole. There could be a big accident. It could go out for at least a bunch of hours on a cold ass day. Thank God that summer's coming quick because the days are starting to get into the 40s and 50s. So I'm happy about that. I'm not going to buy a heater this year. Maybe in the summer when they're at their cheapest, I'll buy a heater for next year.
Okay.
Doug says you need to pick up JL in your covered wagon and come to Apache Junction.
I've been there. My grandparents, they had they moved I moved them down there from Reno, Nevada to Apache Junction. And in Apache Junction, there's a mobile home park there for seniors.
Yep.
And it has
there's lots of them there.
Well, that's where they were at. They're both deceased now, but that's where I went into the middle, finished up exercising and all that stuff, swimming, running around the track. But there was but 5 or 6 motorhomes there, brand new, double wide. Beautiful, beautiful park there in Apache Junction. I don't know what it is now. That was
there's tons of them. Oh yeah, there's tons of them here now, all over the place.
I bet there is. But it was really beautiful there, Dutchman. I mean, I really liked it. That's where I joined the military and then flew to Georgia. Was it Georgia? No. South Carolina.
Fort Benning?
Jackson, South Carolina. That was way later on when I went to Fort Benning. Way later on. That was after Desert Storm. After Desert Storm, the government said, well, we need to cut down on troops. So they tried to get rid of as many people as they could. And I went to Fort Benning right there in Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City, Alabama for 3.5 years. And also I was stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado for 3 years. So it's pretty cool times. Plus, not to mention, it's another 2.5, 3 years there in Frankfurt, Germany, Camp Eschborn, which is pretty cool, which is attached to Frankfurt, Germany.
Oh,
Yeah, one of the problems that we have here in the valley and the metro area right now, we have people moving here from all over the country, and
They're
there's
getting
not
it
enough
out of
housing.
blue states, man.
There's not enough housing
That's
to
right.
keep up with the demand of people moving here,
Well,
and one of the bad things too is there's investors that are coming here from California, and they're buying up
right,
apartment complexes here in Phoenix and in Tucson, and there's no
right.
rent control. So they're coming here buying apartments and then raising rents 50%.
Well,
They're
y'all
doing
need to
that in
fix that
Florida
there in
too.
Arizona.
so if there's no rent control, I guess it's different here in New York. There are rent controls, but I
Yeah,
assume
here,
that if they make the prices too high, they're going to have to adjust them down because they won't be able to fill their vacancies.
Yeah, you Arizonians got to start voting some laws in on this rent control stuff, or it's going to get serious
well,
like Colorado. I mean,
the
Dutchman,
Well,
everyone in the 80s, Dutchman, everyone was going to Colorado Springs, Denver, from
yeah, they
California.
were
rent
from
control
California.
is a two-edged sword. It can be good, but it can also be bad. So
It's going to be bad if they're coming from California.
Well, the other thing too is now there's a big conglomerate corporation from Japan that has come here. They've bought hundreds and hundreds of homes, and they're paying full price or over, and they're turning around and renting them out for more than almost people can afford. And
okay,
the other
well,
thing
Well,
too,
you know,
what I'm
Japan
saying
is
is,
a
if
lot
people
better
can't
than
afford them,
China.
then the prices are going to come down because
So,
they'd
not yet.
rather fill their vacancies than leave them unrented.
And
Well,
you
the other thing too,
you're gonna have to put your foot down in Arizona and do something about your rent control.
yeah, the other thing is because there's such a not just from California now, but everywhere, Virginia, New York. There's some people here from Buffalo, New York, that moved here.
I bet.
They're young people. They got tired of the snow, and so they went from the refrigerator right into the frying pan.
You know, we got people coming out of New York coming to Washington too, man.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, and the thing of it
People are
is,
fleeing New York pretty quick. I think we've lost 500,000 people this year.
you're losing
Or,
yeah,
maybe it was last
in New
year.
York. You're losing hundreds of thousands of people a month. That's how bad it's getting in New York.
I think so.
see, and the other thing is,
It'll make it all the better for those of us who stay then.
That's right.
and
They're all moving
the other
to
thing
red
is,
states where they're free. That's what's going on.
Arizona and the Southwest is in a 40-year drought, and there's with the amount of people that are coming here, they're using the water faster than they can replenish it, and so the federal government back in August mandated that Arizona, Nevada, and Utah had to cut back 25-30% on their water usage because Lake Mead and the Colorado River is getting dangerously low.
I believe it, man.
Mike
Oh,
is
yeah, yeah.
I gotta go grab a beer, people. I'll be right back.
Mike is
All right.
in the house. Come on up, Mike.
Okay, Terry, I'll see you. Joker's Lady, Dutchman, Shandy, I'm going to go. I got to go.
All right.
Dougie,
Thank you,
Dougie.
All right,
Doug.
Doug. Good seeing
It's been
you.
fun. Thank you for having
Take
me.
care.
Mountain Man, Mike, everybody in the chat. Thank you.
Take care, Dougie.
Okay, we'll see you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Dale, I'll explain that extra added onto that comment privately. About the tribe, I will explain that privately.
All right, I'll be waiting for that.
It's the newest thing.
Yeah, and I think 48 is slapping the cuffs on Mountain Man too.
Yeah. You're welcome, Doug.
Well,
Watch out, 48's a detective.
my phone just informed me. Hey, Terry, my phone just informed me. Hey, Terry, you're at 10%. Time to plug it in.
Yeah. Well, hey, you charming man, you 48. Come on up if you want. You're so charming.
Okay, my phone's plugged in.
Come on, 48. Show
Oh,
yourself.
yes.
We need a live person now.
I know, right?
Yeah, the rest of us are all
Where's
dead.
Billy and Cleo at?
Oh, Lord.
We
I
need
Seven,
look,
Billy,
I look too
Brown
good
Dog,
to go live
and
tonight.
Cleo.
do what,
Yeah,
JL?
Mountain
Said
Man,
I
he's
look too
hiding from all
ragged to go
38 of
live.
his girlfriends.
Let me. I didn't hear JL. Let me say it one more time, hon.
I said I'm too ragged
Do
looking
it,
tonight to
Dutchman.
go live.
Oh,
Oh,
hear
you
you.
can see.
Hiding from all 38 of his girlfriends.
There.
That's
I'll
funny
be
shit
Billy.
right
I'll be
there.
Billy's.
Oh, yeah. You can't make up that shit. That's true.
I know, right?
Wait a minute. Help me, y'all. Help me with this.
This is
Ma-
this is Billy.
Mountain Man says, "Where does one look to get their voice up there?" I will put a link in here, and you click on it, and just follow the instructions. And here you are. Just make sure
Yeah,
you
make sure you turn on your
all
microphone.
make sure you have all tabs closed on your computer.
Yeah, turn on your microphones when
And
you're.
turn on your microphone. Terry, you just got a call or something.
Did I?
I heard somebody's phone or
No,
something go
I
off.
know,
that
you know, I
was
hear those noises. I'm like, where the hell are they coming from?
that. No, that
So I
was
start
my
swinging
text.
up in the air and shit.
I got a text on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, see, that was you.
That was me, Terry. I was gonna let you
It
take the
sounded
blame
like it
for
was me.
JL, your
it.
son wants to know if that's you or Billy.
This is Billy. This is me.
Is that Mike? Where
Yeah.
you at, Mike? Hey, we're missing you, Mike, man. Come on up here, man.
Come on up,
He
Billy
Mike.
says,
Mallon? Is that
"Yeah,
Billy Mallon or Billy the Kid?
we're not sure where. Aren't they one and the
That's
same?"
Billy Mallon. Right here.
Yeah, there's Billy Mallon right there.
He's aged a little bit. He's got some gray hair now.
Yeah, he did.
Oh Lord Jesus. Oh guys.
Come on,
Man,
Michael.
people killing me, man. He make me laugh hard and shit.
Yeah, my mouth. Every time we get up here to do something, my mouth hurts till the next day.
I was like, Terry, just drink a couple beers tonight. Just smoke a little bit on your ball. Everything will be okay. No one's going to show up. Bam!
Yeah.
Everyone's here.
Wait a minute.
Billy.
Where's
Peter,
Z-Man?
that's Billy's forehead.
E-Man?
Yeah.
Come on, Michael. What are you
Who the
waiting
hell
for?
is E-Man?
Y'all been
Where's Z-Man hiding at tonight?
I don't know, but
That's a good question.
there's something going on because I've got somebody sitting backstage that has my name. And
What?
so we might have a troll. Should I let him in and see what's going on?
Yeah, give it to. Let's have fun with him, Shandy.
We got the cops here.
There's another Shandy, and that's not me. All right, show yourself since you want to use my name.
Say something, Shandy.
What?
Who is this?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who is this?
This is Mountain Man,
We all hear
bozo.
you.
Why are you
Is that
putting my
Mountain Man?
name up
It's
there?
Mountain Man, you bozo. What are you talking about? I'm lost. I don't believe I'm on TV.
Shandy doesn't
Is
know.
that
You
Is
got
that
Man
Mountain
doesn't know
Man
what
with
he's doing.
Shandy, come on up, bro.
He thought he had to type in
That's a
Shandy's
wrong
name to get
answer
in.
right there. That's
Come
how
on
you
up,
get blocked.
Mountain Man.
That's funny.
Well, you worried me because you're supposed to put your own name up there, not my name. And
I know, right?
And I see another Shandy coming up. I'm like, who in the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, because Shandy's thinking, who am I going to ban and block? Come
He'll be
on up here.
Well, thank you for coming up, Mountain Man.
Even though your name isn't Shandy.
I know, right?
Are you still here? Mountain Man. Hello. Hello.
Just what are you doing, Shandy? Knock him off.
No. Give
Come on,
him a
Michael.
chance.
Get
I done
going,
scared
Michael.
the man, gave him a heart attack. Oh, damn.
Well, you can't be using your name, girl.
No,
He's
that's all right. Well, y'all
scared
know
him.
which is. Y'all. Oh, I wonder if I can change his name.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Watch this.
Oh, good.
Watch this. I can. I seriously, I can.
Yeah, make it like 48 said, make it Shandy Jr.
Yep.
That's funny. What's this?
Come on
Well,
in,
I'm
Michael.
serious. Watch this. There you
That's
go.
funny.
Unbelievable.
Shandy, you're an IT person.
How are you,
Man,
Mountain
she's
Man?
getting good, isn't she?
Mountain Man
Hey,
is
I
really
get all my
great.
advice from Shandy when it comes to computers and shit.
It's been a great day.
Well, y'all let me talk to Mountain Man, and I've been waiting for years for this.
It's me.
Well, how you doing, Mountain Man?
I am doing great. Had a wonderful day. It's a beautiful night. I can't complain.
That's what I'm talking about. Where you at, man? Where you living at?
I live up near a place called Sheridan, Wyoming.
Wyoming, beautiful state, man. Been there.
Been there. Been there.
Yep, beautiful.
And we got quite
You
a bit
got
of
some.
snow last night,
You got
this
some.
morning.
You got some beautiful birds and bears and elk up in there, man.
A lot of antelope.
Yep.
Yeah, it's amazing how many wild. I mean, I was never in Wyoming till I moved here.
Are you in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere? Or are you in town somewhere?
Yeah, I'm just on the edge of Sheridan.
Okay, cool. Huh?
I'm getting up.
Are you got a
north.
lot of snow?
I'm going to get in the bedroom here.
Yeah, I was in.
You got a lot of snow?
I went to Casper, Wyoming, to visit a friend there one year. This is back
Yeah,
in the
I've been to
'80s.
Casper, Wyoming. And what's that other
And I
town
could.
right on the border of Colorado?
There's Casper and Laramie.
Cheyenne.
Laramie. Yes, Laramie. Laramie,
Laramie.
Wyoming. Yep, been there. Yep.
That's where the college is at. University
Yep,
of
been
Wyoming.
there. Right next to that one town right across the border in Colorado. And now I can't
Is there a vet?
remember because I have to think about it.
Dutchman, what
Is
were
there
you
a vet?
saying? Go ahead, Dutch.
No. Go ahead, Mountain Man.
Oh no, I'm in the bedroom trying to get the TV on here because everybody can hear
No, I
me.
was saying that the back. No, I was saying back then in the '80s when I was there in Casper. Yeah, you're right. I mean, there was a lot of antelope back then, all over, killed along the road by cars and trucks.
Well, the ones I've seen going up to Laramie from Walden, Colorado. I've been trying to remember that for 2 days. Walden, Colorado, which is right next to that Steamboat Springs, right over the hill from Steamboat Springs. Actually, it's a mountain.
Yep. Yeah, I know where that's at.
Going to Laramie, I've seen hundreds of caribou on each side, but they had, a 3-string barbed wire fence protecting them from going to the road.
And I can't remember if there's a veterans hospital in Wyoming.
Sheridan has a really beautiful one.
I think every state has a veterans hospital, man.
Sheridan has one that's huge, and it's beautiful. It's unbelievable how nice of a veterans hospital they got here in a town.
But y'all heard of Walden, Colorado, and Steamboat Springs, right?
Yeah, my cousin, she's a nurse at the hospital there.
Where at? In Steamboat?
No, not Sheridan. She's in Cheyenne. She's at the hospital in Cheyenne. She works there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on the freeway off the outside of Cheyenne, traveling by, going to the destination with my first wife at that time, back in the 80s.
I want you, Joker's lady.
I want you too, man.
Never said it out loud.
That's what I
said it out loud.
Right, Joker's lady.
That's what I wanted to hear. I've seen him say that so much in chat.
Yeah, hey, girl.
I wanted to hear his voice say, "I want you."
I told him in chat I wanted him.
Walden, Colorado, it's a really beautiful town. And you talk a lot of snow and stuff like that, but you can go up to right through the border to Laramie. It's pretty cool. I liked it.
I mean, everybody's different. I mean, I spent 40 plus years, you know, in Southern California, and where I ideally from maybe along the coast of LA all the way to San Diego, you got great weather in general.
Well, I'm from Northern California.
Oh yeah, you are. And I'll tell you, I moved there. I used to live here in the '60s in Phoenix for about 8 years, and went back to California. But I of course moved back in 2017. And for me, everybody's different, but for me, I'll take the heat any day of the week. The 4 months we have it here versus anywhere where it snows.
Me too.
I don't know about that. Because I figure like this, Dutchman. I figure during snow and really cold days, I can dress up. But when it comes to heat, 110, 118, 120, like you get, you can only dress down so much.
Yeah, but everybody's got a pool, Terry.
I'm retired, so I'm retired.
Pool.
Oh, sure. I'm retired, so I learned to get out early and get whatever I want get done, and then get back in the air conditioning. And I've adapted to it. I mean, I'm retired.
My grandparents were snowbirds too.
We've got thousands. Go ahead.
Mountain Man.
Yeah.
You sound so totally different than what I pictured. I picture you have this really deep voice, and
no, I've always had a kind of a high pitch.
I expected a deeper voice from Dutchman.
Yeah, I have like a high pitched voice as well.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, no, you sound fine, Mountain Man. Don't get me wrong, but in chat, you come across. To me, you come across like this Grizzly Adams person, deep voice.
That's the way I come off.
I'm
two different people online and in real life. I mean, I'm just kind of exuberant in reality, and on there, I'm kind of like making stupid comments about stupid things. Well, not stupid things.
You people all sound good to me. No matter what.
And we've always loved those quote stupid comments of yours, Mountain Man. Always.
Well, they're just
Dutchman. Stay away from jumping cactus.
Oh, I've had those in my ankles before. But
that's
been years ago.
If you didn't believe me, man, I was like, them things will come at you.
Yeah, I had to Google it, look at it, and
well, if you brush up against them, they'll go right through your socks if you don't have high top boots on.
Even if you don't brush up against them, the pieces will drop off and roll towards you.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's true.
And the 4 years I've been here,
it's like they're watching you or they have a brain.
I haven't yet seen any rattlesnakes. They're here though.
We got them down here.
Tastes like chicken.
Back when I was in Southern California, my daughter and I were hiking on a trail in near the place called Laguna Beach, and what went across the trail was a roadrunner bird like we have here in the desert. And so when we got back to the car area, my daughter said, "I got to go to the restroom," and so she walked over to the women's restroom, and one lady said, "Don't go over there," and we said, "Why?" She said, "There's a 3-foot rattlesnake right in front of the door."
Whoa!
And so I said, "Well, hey, I got some lady handed me a little 2-foot branch," and I said, "Forget it." So I went around and I found about a 5-foot branch, and I took that rattler and I flicked him off over into the back of where the restrooms were at. and then I turned around from where I had let the thing go, and there was the Roadrunner.
Yeah,
And oh yeah, because they kill rattlesnakes.
that's
They
right.
kill 'em.
Scorpions too.
Oh yeah.
They're your friend. You see a Roadrunner, feed him
Yep.
because he loves you.
Yeah. And Wile E. Coyote. And Wile E. Coyote
Yeah,
too.
right. Javelinas, you got javelinas in Arizona. What?
Oh yeah, they're nasty. They're I mean they're pretty. I've never seen. They're pretty much all over the East Valley, close to Apache Junction, and up in North Scottsdale.
Yeah,
But they're
up in the
nasty. They're mean.
Hell yeah,
They're
they're
mean.
a wild boar.
Yeah, they are.
Man, I wanted to tell you, I know you're different. I know
like
you're
to barbecue a javelina though, Dutchman.
Yeah.
Man, I know you're different in chat than real life, but your wit, your charm, I mean, you make the chat. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and she's building you up. She's building you up, man. Go ahead and say your go ahead and say it.
She's always wanted me.
Yeah, it's too bad. I know. What's nice? But no, seriously, you got to admit. I mean, a lot of people can't take his humor.
Better watch out. Z-Man gonna come on.
Well, Z-Man knows me. I mean,
I thought he was gonna say, like he said to Joker's lady, "I want you, Shan."
I was hoping he was, but what can I say?
He says that to everybody.
Yes, he does. Even me.
You just watch out for Z-Man.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Loose 72. Do I know you? You aren't who I think you are you?
Uh-oh.
Loose 72. Wow.
I've seen him somewhere.
Wow. What are you wowing about, 72?
Come on the panel and show your face, 72.
If you
Bring
want.
it. We got enough room for one more person. Come on up.
We got room for 10 people up here now. I upgraded.
Uh-oh.
We all need to chip in and send Shandy some money to help pay for this.
Nah, I'm good.
You have room for
No,
38.
can't report that on the taxes. She don't want that.
Do I have what, Mountain Man?
Room for 38 or whatever Dutch said, how many girlfriends I had?
No, dear man, I'm sorry. If you got 5 girlfriends, they can come up here with you right now.
Oh no.
Hey, you better hook me up.
Yeah, he brings them all in here like they're on a totem pole on his shoulders.
Hey man, I got a guy in Florida, man, and I don't know what it is, man. He's bald, ugly as hell, fat. But you know what? He's got women, beautiful women all around him. I'm like, what the hell? He's like, Terry, man, you come to Florida, I'll hook you up, bro. I'm like, what? I thought you was a preacher. Well, I am, kind of. Good to have friends, man.
I remember your name, 72. I just
Police Department.
I was thinking that you were somebody else. This is maybe a second or third or fourth account of yours. So I apologize if I'm overstepping my boundaries or whatever. It's just I thought maybe you was somebody else. So I apologize.
Yeah, 72. How are you doing, man? Come on up and talk on the panel a little bit, man. You can show your face or anything.
He's got to plow snow soon, which I know that's a bummer.
Hey, man, get someone else to do
it. Peter will do it. You pay him good enough, he'll do it for you.
Here's $10. Go plow that snow, boy.
I'll check it out.
Okay, Luce, that's cool. Like I said,
man in a wheelchair.
When I see
Winter
somebody new,
Haven
I'm a
officer.
little bit
Sort of.
leery of them. Yet I apologize. I do. You're welcome here. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's actually good to see all you people here in the chat and on the video. It's really cool. I really love it.
Hell, I'm famous now. I got the Mountain Man on my panel. I am famous.
Oh yeah.
Don't
This
get
is
a big hit, Shandy.
It's a big step for me. It really is.
I know it probably is, Mountain Man.
Getting on here it's amazing.
I appreciate it. I really do.
People here are great. They really are. They're really good people.
You guys are my social life because I don't get out anymore.
Yeah, me either. And pretty soon I'll be working. That's really going to suck. That means you people will hardly ever see me.
Well, I won't
That's
be working.
Because if I start working swing shift or graveyard, yeah, it ain't going to work out too good.
But he's going to be gone. I don't know.
Yeah,
now.
that's really true, too. I will be.
Okay, let's be nice to give him a chance, Luke's a chance, because his count is he's had since give me a minute.
Give who a chance?
Michael's plowing snow down there in Winter Haven.
Yeah, he's had his account since 2016, so it just
Yeah, he sounds good to me if he's had it that long.
I've had mine since 2012.
Well, I've had my account since 2010. Beat that.
Well, I can't, darn it.
You know what? I love you, girl. You're. I tell you what, people. Shandy is a sweetheart. She is the type of person that will give you a chance, give her the shirt off your back. She's that type.
I'll be naked. I ain't giving nobody my shirt off my back.
I mean, I'll kick your ass if you get naked. I'm telling Mark.
Okay, Liz. A reason why
you know Mark listening for laughing his ass off and shit.
Because I am the person I am, Luce. I believe you.
Hey man, I'll tell you what, you and Mark are awesome people. That's straight up to you.
All right, let me explain to Luce because he's upset because he thinks we're messing with him. I'm going to explain.
Luce? Number what?
He's saying, dang, why F with me? And the reason why I am saying something is because, and again, I apologize, but I think you're Mike H. And if you're not, I deeply apologize.
Hey, 72, we ain't messing with you, man. We love you, bro. Or girl, whatever you might be. So, but you know what? Come up on Shandy streaming, come on up and participate. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Come on up here, 72.
I've never seen you here before. I have seen you in Willie T's before. I've seen you on the Bayou before, and I have seen you on Doug's before. But
yeah, come on up here, 72.
And I apologize.
Hey, you know what? Come on up here, 72. Things are good, man.
We're all having a good time.
But anyway, moving on, drama over. You're welcome to stay. If you don't, that's cool.
Shandy, will you stop messing with that guy?
Know.
Sandy, stop messing with him.
All right, I am. Why not?
Ain't no messing with
Sorry
you,
about
74, 72.
Anyway,
only Mike H can pop a top.
If we mess with you, 72, you're gonna know it. I'll tell you that right now.
All right, let's be nice. Well, I've done jumped his crap and he come in the door. I mean, I didn't even give him a chance to sit down. So let's just move on.
Hey, Mountain Man, are you originally from Wyoming?
No, I'm from Iowa.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I remember you saying that.
I grew up in a little town.
Yeah, I like Iowa too, man.
Windsor Heights, a suburb of Des Moines.
Ah.
A lot of people moving to Idaho right now, man. A lot of people going to Idaho.
Why?
Yep. Well, I can't say it on Shandy's show.
Don't. I know where you're going. Don't.
I'm not. That's why I said I'm
Terry's headed south again.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
He
No,
ain't,
I'm
cro-
not.
he ain't crossing the border, so he's good to go.
No, I'm just saying that a lot of people are going to Idaho, Nevada, and Arizona and Texas.
A
Yes.
lot of people coming to Florida too.
Yep.
Well, see,
If
Brad's
they
in
can
Iowa.
afford it there.
No.
I wouldn't recommend Florida because it's too hot. They got too many sinkholes there. It's too flat land. So I wouldn't recommend going there unless you're used to humid heat all the time.
You just got to live near the water and jump in it when you get hot.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, girl. And the water's warm there, so you're not gonna get too cold.
Oh, it feels
It's a nice
good.
place to visit. Beautiful place to visit. Just like your state, jail. But it ain't a good place to live. It's getting to be too overwhelmed by people.
Yeah, it's getting crowded.
Yeah, big time.
I went through Rapid City on the way up here, and that's
So
a
I don't
really neat
recommend
town.
Florida anymore. I don't. I would if the population was cut down a lot more, but
What's that, Mountain Man? Couldn't hear you.
Yeah,
Well,
what
and I'd never really been even through South Dakota, and on the way up here, every little town we stopped at in South Dakota, just to get gas and go to the bathroom was just beautiful. Places were so
that's
clean.
what I heard.
Everything in Rapid City was a neat town. I mean, it was, and in fact, it's funny because I told the two people bringing me up, I said, "Well, just drop me off here. I want to live in South Dakota," and they just said, "No, we're going wherever you're going. We're taking you there."
I see pictures of Fargo, North Dakota, though, and it is cold up there.
Yeah, they got a lot of Indian spirits and Indian things going on there too, so you got to be careful about that.
Luce, are you in South Dakota? Oh, okay, yeah, he just said he's 50 or she. I'm assuming you're a he. Says I'm 50 miles south of Rapid City. So that's in South Dakota?
I think I
I'm
disappeared.
assuming it is.
Be right back, people. Got to grab a beer. Only take a
Okay.
minute.
All right, back.
I stopped in Rapid City, South Dakota one time when I was going to visit my friends. When I was going to what is it? Devil's. What's the mountain over there?
I don't know.
Is it Devil's Post Pile or I forget what it is? It's over there by where they have the biker club place all the time, biker run. Where's that, Mountain Man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can.
I'm back. Devil's Tower.
Yeah, Devil's Tower. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I stopped. This was back in the 80s, and I stopped there in Rapid City, and I had nothing to do, so I went in and watched the I think it was the first showing in their movie theater of Blade Runner with Harrison Ford.
I remember Devil's Tower as being not only the sacred mountain of the Indians, but in real life.
Yeah.
But also Encounters of the Third Kind, the movie.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, he lives near Sturgis or wherever where they have the bikers rally.
That's right. I was thinking of Sturgis. That's where that's where I think Mountain Man got banned.
Wow.
Mountain Man says he can comment and chat now. He knows how the first man on the moon felt like.
Go ahead, Mountain Man.
Hey man, they're saying there's aliens on the backside of that damn moon. I believe it.
There's aliens on
I
Earth.
Hey, Peter, I don't care. I'm going to be 69 years old this year. I don't care what if people know my age.
You got 2 years on me, Dutch.
I'm old enough to know better, but too young to reflect.
Here's my age, people. Since no beautiful. Let me put it a different way. I'm 56.
You're the baby.
Baby.
Not quite.
No, 48's.
Hey,
48's
but
got
they
to be.
crashed a satellite into the moon not too long ago. A couple years back. But when they did that, it echoed. And that means the moon is hollow. It rang for an hour and a half. You can research this. It rang for an hour and a half. That means the moon is dead hollow. That means there's probably something living in it that we know nothing about or our government doesn't want us to know about.
That's weird.
Okay, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up and let other people talk. Mountain Man, go ahead.
Just like Antarctica, you have to have permission to go there. Why is that? Yeah, think about that one.
Well, let's let Mountain Man say a few words. He's new. I want to
go ahead, Mountain Man.
So, wait a minute. I lost what I was going to say. Now, dang it.
Yeah, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. Go ahead.
You don't have to be quiet.
I'll be quiet. If Mountain Man wants to talk, you go on ahead, bro.
Well, Terry, I'm
fine. I'm just sitting in a big chair with a big screen TV watching this and talking, and I'm almost overwhelmed because it is so cool. Because I mean, the first person I think I ever met that was live, a real human, was Shandy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know anybody's real online talking. I just saw everybody, I don't know. But then I think she was the first one I said, hey, that's a real person. Because she had a show or whatever she had.
I think
was I babbling there? Yes, I was.
That's all right. You're allowed to babble.
All right, Luce. Please be sure to come back, and please forgive me for jumping all in your case. I just thought you was somebody else, and again, I will apologize. So thank you. But yeah, Mountain Man, what was it? You used to have there was a live stream that was up there where you live, and they took it down, didn't they?
The one I used to go to the one in Jackson Hole for the rodeo, but other than that,
no, there was one. There was one that you had told me about in Willie Teaser somewhere, and I went there. I thought it was up there in Wyoming. There was two different cams that had street.
Oh yes, the downtown. There's two cameras downtown. Downtown Sheridan that shows a couple streets.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful state.
They had those in Sturgis too, and you could go watch those. The ones in Sturgis you can comment on. The ones in Sheridan you could for a while, but then they took down the comments, which I don't know why they did, because no one ever said anything. But hey, the weather looks nice, and how you doing? It was.
Yeah.
Well, you're living in Wyoming, right?
Yes.
What do you like doing up there for fun, man?
Well, I used to like to get drunk, but I haven't drank for quite a while. I just hang around. I don't know. I don't really have many things. In Iowa, I was big time into fishing, and in my younger days, I played a lot of sports. I was probably the greatest athlete in the history of mankind, but that's a whole other story. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. But I enjoy it up here. The people are nice. It's different. I mean, Des Moines and.
Are you married, or you got a girl, or are you?
Oh no.
He's got women.
What do you got going on with you in Wyoming?
I don't have I don't date or go out. I'm beyond that. I don't care for that.
He's smart. He's smart.
Me either, man. I'm with you on that, man. I don't date women either for that shit.
He's smart.
I flirt with them, but I don't date them.
Hey Z, my Z is in the chat.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same status you are in it.
Well, I think I hope to have you up here more often if you feel like it, Mountain Man. I mean, to me, you're a legend in chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've always been a little different, but you can kind of be yourself and not be yourself in chat. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, and we both understand that, I'm sure. And we're pretty much all the same way about that.
Hey, Terry B. How's it going down there in Texas?
Terry B.
Yeah. Man, I don't know if you know, but Z-Man is my fiance. So he's in chat now, too.
Howdy, Terry B. That's a beautiful name you got, Terry B.
You got Terry M and Terry B.
Yeah, Mountain Man. So Z-Man's her fiance. So you better make your move quick.
Yeah.
Or not.
No,
Now you're just starting shit, bro.
I wish them the best. I
Z,
wish them the best.
Z knows me. He knows where my heart lays.
Don't make Z-Man come on the block everywhere.
Let's see how many we can get on the panel.
I don't think I've ever been with a Razorback, but I might have. I'm not sure.
Hey, I'm not a Razorback by birth, okay?
You don't play with no Razorback.
Let's see. I don't think. Oh no, is Jimbo here? No, I hope he's not watching. I don't root for Razorbacks. I'm sorry.
I'll cook them.
I'll eat them.
Yeah, that's right, girl. God bless you, JL.
Hey, we shoot them down here for sport. They're all
Hell yeah, you better keep shooting them because I'll tell you what, them damn pigs is taking over, especially Texas.
They tear up everything.
If I'm gonna go, I don't go for college football anyway. I go for NFL.
I missed football already, Shandy.
I know. I mean, what's left?
We got the NASCAR coming on. I mean, it's been running, but it's not the same thing.
No. So Mountain Man, what's your teams you vote for?
Well, the Notre Dame, without a doubt. New York Yankees, Green Bay Packers.
Cool.
Chicago Blackhawks.
And I also that's not my team, but it's not my team, but I do love the Green Bay Packers. I think they're a good team. But my team didn't even come close to making it, was the Seahawks and the 49ers. And the 49ers came close, but
yes,
they didn't beat the Rams. So, and
the Packers, though.
Yeah, I like the Packers, man. They're good people.
But I also follow the Hawkeyes in Iowa State. Still got loyalty back in the corn country.
I also like it's a new team, you know, it's the Las Vegas Raiders.
Terry, since I've moved to Arizona, I've been back to Vegas. So I used to go there a lot. And there was a guy that live streams on YouTube. He run on his diesel truck, and he was north of Las Vegas, and so I stayed on his stream till he got through South Vegas, and I was able to see the stadium from the freeway.
Cool.
It's nice. It looks beautiful.
Hey Terry B, I love that smile, man. Love that.
Wait a minute.
When I see Terry B laughing, it almost makes me want to laugh too.
My son is lying. My son's lying about me.
You're not. Who's your?
They always do, JM. They always do.
I root for anybody who's playing against the Gators.
My kids are worthless, even though they're in the Marines and have an excellent career job. They're still worthless.
Oh God!
That's right, damn it. My little girl hates me because of my ex-wife. My boy, he's up here. He got married at a young age of 20. He hates me now too because he just wants to. All right. What else can you do?
You have a good evening, Terry B.
Yeah,
Bye,
Terry B.
What does Mike mean? You gave him enough money in parking passes?
Because I used to work at the hospital at UF, and I had to pay $300 a year to park to work, and had to walk a half a mile to get there.
Oh God!
Damn. Through the ice and snow uphill, girl.
Yeah, and that That didn't even guarantee me a spot. I still had to wait for the housekeepers to leave to be able to get a spot.
Are you retired?
Yes, thank goodness.
I know, right?
Happy birthday to your wife, Terry B.
But you got to stay active, J.O. That's how people die. It's because once after work,
Oh,
they
I'm
just
active.
fill out too much and then they have a heart attack or something.
No, I've got a 23-foot boat hanging in a hangar out there that I'm out most of the time in.
See, Terry, you missed her videos she did the other week. She was out there on the boat.
Yeah.
And she
Well,
hit
hell, I'm going to have to go out there with her sometime, though, David.
I was out there filming dolphin, but I was trying to drive the boat. I had a bunch of boats around me, and I'm trying to get the dolphin in the picture. I didn't do too good of a job.
I think you did
I
pretty
love dolphins.
I'll do a better job when I get my son out there. He can drive the boat, and I can film the dolphin.
Yeah,
They
that,
are awesome. I
and
mean,
maybe find a manatee.
Yeah, yeah.
well, it's hard to get next to them because they're kind of rare and endangered, and people are
Well, they
kind
hang
of
out at
about people.
they hang out at the springs. So you go to the springs and just anchor, and they swim by you.
Well, I heard they hang out the nuclear plant too from all the warm water that they spew out from the nuclear plant.
They do.
I heard they hang out down in there too.
They're in our canal right here in the backyard.
Mm.
JL, are you reading what your son is saying?
I see that. It ain't his boat yet.
JL, your son is Mike, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mike, what's up, bro? My favorite detective, man. What's going on?
He's trying to take over my boat before I'm gone.
Hey, he's a smart guy.
I told him I got a donkey left, and I told him I was going to will all my money to my donkey, and he said my donkey's going to have an accident one of these days.
That's messed up, Mike. That's messed up, man.
All right,
I can't either. That's messed up.
I want to interview Mountain Man here in a minute. So, Mountain Man, in your younger years, if I'm being too personal, just say no comment. But so, kind of, what did you do in your younger years before you retired, if I may ask?
Oh, I was a Teamster in Des Moines for 25 years, and that was a good job and perfect for me because it was a lot of lifting. We called it fingerprinting because we touched every box that came through the building.
Okay.
But it was nice.
That sounds cool. That's good.
Yeah, it does.
Local 90.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because I quit this job when I was about 27, and my dad worked at that company, and I called him up and said, "Can I come work there until I find another job?" And I ended up there 25 years. I didn't know it was a union job when I went there, even though I'd worked there for a couple summers. I never heard anybody talking about union or anything.
84824, Mike. Awesome. How you doing, buddy?
So it was kind of nice. It worked out.
It sounds really like it worked out really good. That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Terry, he's been in there. You didn't see him before now?
Oh yeah, I've met your son. He's really cool. I really like it.
I mean tonight. He's been in chat. You just now seeing him?
Yeah, but my talent is a ways away, and the writing's really small, and so I'm trying to do both.
Terry's
but
getting
got a good buzz. It's really hard to do that.
And Terry's getting squinty-eyed.
Yeah, there it is. Shandy, you know me way too well.
I'm going to go see a squinty-eyed doctor Thursday.
Right.
Mountain Man, Peter wants to know if a Teamster's like a mob boss.
Believe it or not, the company I worked for, you had to work very hard. I don't know if you ever loaded.
Yes, see, man, I am.
We did. It was physical and it was a lot of work.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't like a job where you just went in and punched the clock and they gave you a paycheck. No, it was good. I mean,
When you said Teamster, I thought you meant like a driving horses Teamster or something.
Well, hey, I got good news, maybe. I got to go on a panel interview after tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Right, like 5 or 6 people going to interview me, and it's for 26, 27 bucks an hour,
Oh,
which
that's
is
nice.
pretty cool. With benefits, 401k, and all those good kind of things. But that's what I got going on day after tomorrow.
All right. Z says he's buffering. 48 says he is, but I'm not on my phone. Dutch is not.
Me either. I'm not buffering at all.
Nope.
So is anybody else buffering?
You two need to reset your phones or your tablets or your computers, people.
Mike says he's buff. He's not buffering.
Oh, shit. Go back out, reboot, and come back in.
Buff Bagwell.
Yeah, FE's got those 24-inch pythons.
Well, according to Mountain Man, he's got at least 20-inch pythons. I mean, you hear him talk.
Hey, come on up here, 4824. Come on up here, Mike.
He's watching 90 Day Fiance on TV.
I know, man. Yeah, just saying, we love the blue here in Washington. Now, check this out, people. I just sent this article to Shandy a couple hours ago. Now, you know how the city council in Seattle, maybe you don't, but they're trying to get rid of the police. Well, they only have 47 people monitoring and arresting people in that whole city. They're supposed to have 250. So things ain't going good right now in Seattle because they got 47 police officers.
Well, Florida's paying cops $5,000 a piece to come down
That's
here.
right. That's right. I know. I've seen that.
So
to move there and to come on down. Yeah, I know. But we got 47 officers in a Seattle area of almost 400,000 plus.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Mountain Man, what? You said 5 people got shot at a funeral?
I heard something about that.
Yeah, they had a guy had a live feed called Minnesota News, and he was at the scene, and I think it was Hispanics versus Hispanics, what I got from it, whereas the gang related
they're in Portland, some homeowner just shot one Antifa, killed him, and shot 5 others because they're trying to threaten him to go into his home.
Well, let me hear. I want to hear Mountain Man. So, was it like a funeral for one gang member that was shot by this other gang, and then they come there to shoot up the people at that funeral? Is that?
I was kind of just going back.
Yeah, it happened before.
I'm not really sure what exactly, but it had something to do, I thought, with gangs, and they said they're supposed to be off limits at funerals. Who puts the limits? I mean, who does? I don't know.
Yeah,
but it was interesting just watching how the police work around the scene and people are standing around freaking out, and it was sad.
Yeah, I bet it was.
I mean, not that there's any ethics in being in a gang, I guess, but you'd still think, they give somebody their space.
I wish
it
you
depends on the city and the government that's running it, Shandy.
Yeah. Do what, JL?
I told Mike I wish he hadn't said that. I didn't need to see that.
Mike says his office is still short 30 or 50 deputies.
Yeah. A lot of these blue cities don't give officers anything. Anything.
No,
and they expect them to do the same job that they were when they were full strength. And that ain't going to happen. And the blue cities, the blue cities are starting to see that.
Do what, JL?
I said Winter Haven's red, but I guess they're just people are tired of the crap and quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Going to other cities that are red states. That's where they're going. That's a fact.
Well, let's not go red or blue or talk, okay?
Well, I'm just saying that's where what's happening. That's the truth.
I'm surprised they're that short there. I didn't know they were that short.
Well, they're supposed to have 250 cops in Seattle. They only have 47 now.
That's bad.
That's right. That's
So-
right. And you got Florida saying, "Hey, come here. We'll give you $5,000 to help move you here."
Yeah.
And cops are doing that. And I would do the same damn thing.
Yeah.
So Mountain Man, you live in the city or out in the country or what?
Just on the edge of town. It's near a thing called Goose Creek. It's really nice creek, and it's not a creek. In Iowa, it's a river. It's where up here they call it a creek, but it's bigger than a creek in my opinion. There's fish in it and everything, and big fish. But
So do you
Wow.
you ever
Wow.
get out to go fishing or anything like
Wow.
that?
yeah,
Well,
but I'm not.
that's
I was
short.
the world. I probably caught more bass between 1970 and 2002 than a human on the planet.
Hey, 24, please wear your best wherever you go. If things are like that still. Wow, 40 to 50 cops short where he's at.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's horrible. That's like Seattle. It's even worse.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So if I'm not being too nosy, do you have any kids, Mountain Man?
No.
You're lucky.
Good for you, bro.
I guess I was having too much fun.
Wait a minute, Terry,
Yeah,
wait a
man,
minute.
hell no.
Wait a minute, I didn't hear. What'd you say, Mountain Man?
Well, I was just kind of enjoying my life, and it kind of just passed by.
I just kind of enjoying my life.
I didn't like dating. I found that I just hated that.
Just kind of enjoying my life.
Played a lot of ball, drank a lot of
That's
beer,
funny.
caught a lot of fish.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're living your life the way you want it. You enjoy it. I was just curious to see if you had any children, Men
I
know.
believe it's 24. You've been short-handed a long time.
No offense, but I found women repulsive.
Awesome. Awesome, 24. Good luck in Florida, 24. I mean, man, where's your best, bro?
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, Mountain Man.
No, it was, I just.
Well, being a little bit more. Now, if I ask a question and you don't want to answer, just say, I'd rather not answer, and I do not be offended.
No, there's nothing really you can ask that would bother me.
Do you have any brothers or sisters? Or
Yeah, I got two brothers and a sister.
Hey, 24, you're wearing your best all times nowadays.
Terry, hold on so I can hear him. I didn't hear what he said.
Sorry, Sandy. I was talking to 24 reading his chat.
No, it's okay.
Now, how many brothers or sisters did you say you had?
Two brothers and a sister.
Oh, that's cool. So are you the oldest or?
No, I'm the second from the youngest.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
My brother and one brother was a principal and the other was a school teacher, one of them. So my sister, so we're kind of an education family, 2 out of 4.
Cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's a good thing. I had a brother that was 6 years older than me. We kind of grew up separate lives because he was so much older. Time I got old enough to know anything, he was out playing ball, doing his own thing. And when I got to 6th grade, he was graduating, going into the Air Force. So I kind of sort of grew up like an only child. But that says his son-in-law is a fireman in Los Angeles. Okay.
Well, like my parents lived in the same house for 70 years, I think. They moved in there in 1950, and they died, and they were there for at least 55 years in the same house. I know that.
Wow.
That's awesome, though, really. That is cool.
Yeah.
Hey, JL.
Yeah.
Hey, you tell your son to wear his best all damn times nowadays.
I know. I worry about him every day.
I'm telling you, it ain't good out in that world. So, yeah, I don't care what he thinks. Even if he wants to go out just on a bus or whatever, he needs to be wearing it as soon as he steps out of the damn house.
Well, at least he's undercover. He's not, he's not in.
I don't care.
But
People
I
are
mean,
crazy.
He doesn't stick out like
every
a
day.
sore. He don't stick out like a sore thumb anyway.
Well, yeah, you got to get the right vest. There's other vests that you can't even see
Yeah.
that are full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't got to wear the one that issued from the station that he's working. You can buy it.
He's in the office a lot now, so at least he's not out on the street like he used to be.
Well, that's
Hey,
a good thing.
y'all, Z's got something he wants to tell you a story.
All right.
Cool.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, Z.
Hey, Steve.
I was just reading this story about this young boy. He when he was visiting the outhouse, he was sitting there and he got tired, was thinking about how sick and tired he was of having to use an outhouse to go to the bathroom. And this particular spring day, it was really raining really, really hard, and the creek was up pretty high. Well, he got the brilliant idea that he was going to go ahead and push the outhouse into the creek and have it float away. Well, he waited a couple hours, make sure nobody was around and everything. He went back down to the outhouse and pushed and pushed and pushed, and it finally fell into the creek and floated away. Well, no one said anything to him all day. He figured he got away with it. So at supper time, they were sitting there having dinner, and all of a sudden, Dad spoke up, said, "Son, we got to go to the woodshed after dinner." Well, the little boy just knew he had been caught somehow and was dreading, but he says, "Dad, George Washington chopped down the cherry tree, and his father forgave him and didn't punish him." And the dad says, "Well, son, that's probably true, but he wasn't in the cherry tree at the time he chopped it down."
Yeah, but
Okay.
That's very true.
That's it.
That was
Happy President's Day, everyone.
just like hee haw.
I know, right? That's funny.
he was just
When
like
you come up with some funny shit, let me tell you, these people ain't heard some of the funny shit you come up with, man. That cracks me up.
Oh, yeah, they don't need to hear that stuff anyway.
Yeah, Terry,
I
some
know, right?
don't tell it in public.
No, they don't.
I'll probably ban off their channel.
Yeah, let me find you and get you off of here.
I gotta get another beer, people. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Terry and Z and I, we talk pretty near every day. and
He got some funny shit going on, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, he really does. He's cool. He really
He
is.
does.
But I guess Terry thinks we make up a lot of what we say, I'm sure. But that's just the way we are. We joke and kid all the time. You know, I mean, you got to laugh. You can't be sad all the time. You got to laugh.
It's true. It's very true. I love talking to Shandy and Z. It's awesome. Very awesome. It's really like family. Very much. But unfortunately, if I take this job and get this job, I won't be talking for.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss those days.
Well, then don't get the job, Terry.
Yeah, it is.
I was
Makes
just
a lot
thinking
of
about.
money. Good
I was just thinking about what Terry was.
all that crap. But you know what? I still love my friends at just as much, if not more. And not seeing or hearing from Shandy would really hurt. So I got to call her whenever I can nowadays, if that happens. Same with Zena.
The other day when you all were in here talking, and almost every single one of you had something lit up and was smoking. The only time I ever experienced it was when I was in the Navy, and I was at an all weekend party where we partied all night long and then worked all day long. Well, the first night I was at the party, I was bored. There was nothing going on, and I was wandering around this house I'd never been into, and I went upstairs to the second floor and found this closet. For some reason I opened it, and inside the closet was this stalk of marijuana was inside this closet. Well, I never left the closet the whole weekend. I just sat there and a hunk of marijuana and smoked it, and then pulled off another hunk, smoked it, and just had a great old time. It was wonderful. I didn't have to leave the closet. I just spent the whole weekend in the closet.
You see, Kenny, that's another story he hasn't told you.
Hey, that's the first time I've heard it too.
See, there it is.
Terry,
I told you there was a lot more to come.
Terry, I tell you, I've lived a life. I'll tell you, I have lived a life.
And yeah, me and you both, brother.
I have all these weird things always happen to me. I don't know why, but they do. But,
there is a lot of shit.
I just happened to think back on that day when I was smoking marijuana all night long, and I was looking at you guys all blowing smoke every which way.
Well, hell, they would have blown shotguns if they could to each other, but I don't think that would work very well.
Well, we had our knives out Saturday night.
Yeah, I saw them, and then she tells me your son is a cop. And I'm thinking, oh, that wasn't right.
Yeah, I had a butcher knife up to his throat.
That's fucking funny right there.
I assault cops pretty regular.
I know, right?
Let's see, what's Peter say? See, wait a minute, we're losing something here. Let's see.
Oh, no. What's Peter got to say here?
Wait a minute, I'm looking. He said, Peter said you got a secondhand high.
I just about did.
Wait a minute, I lost something somewhere because Mike said he seen that too, Peter. Wondered why his Amazon package said delayed.
Where's Mike at? Where's our detective at?
And Mike says, JL, you couldn't you send your avatar better than that? You have JR's butt in the middle.
I cut my horse's head off.
Oh,
so you trying to go like the Galliano, or you like
all over again there, JL?
Oh, nice. I didn't know you were here, hon. I would have said something to you.
Who's here?
Her sister, Lady Angler's here. I didn't know.
JL trying to cut her head's horse off and going, what do you call?
My horse is looking at his ass because he's got a good looking ass.
Good night, Lady Angler, and Mike says, and Mike says, yeah, they were doing it in front of 13 witnesses.
That's funny shit, man.
All right.
She was not on there because I was just in there and I didn't see her.
What? Let's say story to those in chat. It's hard to do this in chat, but. Yeah, it is kind of hard. Mountain Man, are you watching chat on a different device, or are you? How are you doing that?
The chat's on an 85-inch TV.
Oh,
cool.
So you can see the. Wait a minute. You can see.
You can see me on there, right? Well, you can see my emoji or white spot.
Wait a minute. You got it pulled up on YouTube, but it's showing on your TV, right?
Yeah, it's on the TV now in the bedroom because I came in here, but it's on in the living room too. But the chat's over in the right hand side, but it's also now on my iPad.
Well, see what I was getting at, because usually when you do this, unless you're hosting, like on my computer, I can see the chat screen. I can see chat. And I can see, like the video portion with everybody's avatars. But usually if you're a guest, you sometimes have to use two devices because you can't see like the video portion and the chat at the same time. And I was just wondering how you were doing that.
Yeah, on my iPad, I got the chat on it too.
Oh,
that's why I'm typing.
Hey, Terry, you never answered my question.
He's coughing. Don't you scared him?
You arrested me smoking a ball, man.
You didn't answer my question, Terry.
I can't answer your question. You don't smoking a bowl.
What? Are you in your boxes still again?
Hell yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Just keep that screen off.
Knows you don't see me up on the screen, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you're keeping this big secret there.
Hell yeah. Ain't no reason. I'm single, man. I don't live with a woman or nobody. So
I've been there, done that. I know how it is.
Terry
He-
does what Terry does.
He's saving toilet paper.
Oh, yeah, but you never know.
Shandy won't let me walk around naked anymore, so.
I won't.
Mhm.
No.
Hey, Peter Summers says he's on the John and he ran out of toilet paper.
Terry, hand
That's
Peter
not a good
some
thing.
toilet paper while you're sitting. Hand Peter some toilet paper while you're sitting there. You know.
Yeah,
I
Terry,
got a lot
pass
of
him
toilet
some toilet paper.
I got a lot of toilet paper. Trust me. Hey, man, I see. It sounds like I'm in the bathroom because I am, but you see, I can't smoke in my house because it's non-smoking. So
So you in
my
an outhouse?
bathroom has a fan that goes right outside. It sucks everything out, so I smoke in my bathroom, and that's why you might hear a little echo.
You didn't hear JL, did you?
No.
Terry?
His
JL
What
asked
bathroom's
you a
not.
question.
Turn down.
You
What
said your
was that, Dale?
bathroom's. You said your bathroom's not in your house, so I asked you if you were in an outhouse.
Not ever.
Well, Terry, be glad
There's
you're
nothing to do
you're in the
outhouses.
house.
I'm not in Virginia, people. I'm in Washington. And we have bathrooms in our homes, okay? Not a couple hundred feet from the home.
We
Okay,
just pee behind the tree in Florida.
yeah, that works too when you're out in the woods. You know, mark your territory.
The JL, you and Dutch and Mountain Man might get what I'm about to say. I know you do, JL.
I'm trying to smoke a bowl, and Z-Man's like just fucking cutting in right off.
What's that F word?
What else?
Anyway, JL, as long as you don't pee behind a dumpster, you'll be okay.
That's right.
You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yep.
Well, I'm still smoking my bowl, so damn it.
Because somebody don't think it's right to pee behind a dumpster. You got to go at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't have went there. That wasn't nice.
That would be JL, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's-
I'll pee outside. You work on the
Yeah, you
farm.
do.
You work on a farm and live on a farm. You learn to pee wherever you are when you got to pee.
That's right.
Yeah,
I've been there, done that, JL.
Huh?
I said the police found that out too, right?
Mountain Men, are we crazy or what?
Oh, I've known that for quite a while.
Oh, okay, well,
You out picking tomatoes in the middle of a 500-acre field of tomatoes. You have to go. You just get to the end of the row and go find the nearest tree and do it. You ain't
That's
worried
right.
about the bathroom.
That's right.
Mike says you're proud of your indoor plumbing, Terry.
I try to be.
Okay, here's a question. How many of you ever actually in your life had to use an outside toilet?
Guilty.
I have.
I have.
All the time.
Have you, Mountain Man?
Well, I don't know about all the time and shit, but yeah, I have.
Well, I go camping. I used to go camping once a year for a week, and that's all we had.
Yeah, camping and stuff, but
That's different from living somewhere and having to use.
Yeah,
Well, mainly what I meant was, have you ever lived anywhere and your
No.
only toilet was an outhouse?
Oh no.
It reminds me that speaking of outhouse, it reminds me of a joke about an old farmer who was driving down the road in Iowa, and he saw this guy putting some furniture in an outhouse, and the next day he was driving by and he saw a satellite dish on top, and then that afternoon he saw 2 satellite dishes on top. And so he was curious, and he says, "What's the extra satellite dish for?" He says, "I've rented the basement out to a family from California."
Oh my
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Oh,
Love my indoor plumbing, Finbar. Thank you, 24. Love a package.
When I was young, my mother went and visited her sister in North Carolina 2 weeks out of the year in August. You can imagine August in the South. And 1 week we spent with her best friend in South Carolina, and her husband didn't have no indoor plumbing or electricity or anything. So I spent a week in the metal tub out in the back porch bathing and also using the outhouse because he had no other means of, that's the way he lived. So I spent 7 days out of the year having to use an outhouse in the middle of August in South Carolina. That was not a pleasant time.
I'm thinking not.
I had cousins that would go visit, and they had an outhouse and had these. I stayed like one time a week with them when I had mumps, and had to use that. Oh God, that was the most horrible thing in my life.
They're pretty dirty.
Wait a minute! Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It comes from back then, when babies were bathed last, and you may not see the kid in the dirty water. That's about true. That's about true.
Who said that?
Peter.
Oh,
I never heard that.
The hell's that, Mount Man? I had 16-foot satellite dish with pheasants painted on it.
Now, man, you mean they sell houses up there in Alaska for $400,000 and all it has is an outhouse?
I've seen that.
Someone's getting ripped off.
Wow.
And
you better trying to go to an outhouse in the wintertime in Alaska.
I've seen that.
And you better have some big money to build a big home in Alaska and have all you want.
Better have some hot wire too.
Well,
Yeah,
folks,
I would say about $1 million, $1.5 million, maybe $2 million to have everything you want in a home in Alaska.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool though, Mountain Man. I'll tell you
That's
what
the real truth on Alaska. It's expensive.
I'll tell you what I like. Terry and I've talked about it too. There used to be this well, I think it still is. It's called Treehouse Masters on cable.
Yeah.
Man, they have some decent
Yeah.
treehouses.
That's mainly in Oregon. They're building all those tree houses.
Till lightning hits the tree.
But I just couldn't. I mean, I've watched several, and they mainly build them in a group of trees.
Yeah, big time. But you know what? They have a company. You can look them up on YouTube or Google, whatever. But they got these treehouse guys that'll come and build you a beautiful treehouse if you want, right on your property, and it's sometimes better than your damn home.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I mean, they really are. And you're like, they got hot lights all around them. I mean, everything you could want. And they're really beautiful. Yeah, you're right, J.L. But they cost some serious money if you want something like this. One couple here in Washington, they built a tree house. Now, this is one of many. Okay, but this one couple built this little tree house. It was like $370,000. They had a little bridge that went back and forth. I mean, it was 2 stories high. They had a kitchen. I mean, anything you could want in a home, it had it in it. I was like, what the hell? When I seen that. And they showed it, on this one show like History Channel or Discovery, whatever the hell it was. But they showed it, and I was like, I wish I want one. That's better than my house.
For real. Good night, Dutch. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate it. Enjoyed having you.
Bye, Dutch.
What were you nervous about, Mountain Man? You nervous about being on the panel? Are you still up here with us?
Yeah, it was just different, nervous. I just knew something I never expected.
You did
Hey,
good.
come on up, 24. Come on up, man.
This is
We
all
like you,
brand
Mike.
new.
Come on up here, man.
Hold on a minute, Terry. I can't hear Mountain Man.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it was interesting, and I've never, I'm not used to communicating over the internet other than typing. So it's like a
I know, right?
whole new
Me too.
genre. Is that a word?
Yeah, genre. I guess you would say a platform, different platform.
Hey, Mike, MM. So, do you like communicating this way? MM, you there?
Mountain Man.
What's that?
Do you like communicating this way?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so used to typing.
I know, right?
It's
And me
literally
too.
like
It's a lot
But it's good
easier
to talk to people
typing.
straight up, right?
it's kind of like
Hey,
the first
Mountain
time
Man,
somebody
it's
hears, if somebody's been
Yeah.
deaf until they're 20 and then they hear a song for the first
I
time.
know, right?
It's like, wow.
But it's good to talk to people, right?
Yes, very nice. I mean, I mentioned earlier when I heard Dutch's voice, I was thrilled. I've been chatting with Dutch for as long as I've been chatting, and we've always had a nice relationship. And he understands I'm a clown, and he likes to make fun of that. And I love it.
We all do, Mountain Man.
Okay, Mike. Thank you. Maybe next time you can come up here with us. I appreciate you coming up the other night. Thank you, and enjoy having you and your mom. And I didn't know your aunt was still here. I'd have talked more to her. I didn't know she was still here.
I know. I thought she
Good night,
left.
Dutchman.
Oh,
yes,
Lord.
good night, time, isn't it?
Yeah, you bet. You might need to get to
Tomorrow
bed.
I got to study micrometers and calipers and all kinds of crap.
I got messed
Because I'm going to get a panel on that interview, so and probably a test as well. But I'll do good.
Yeah, it is nice. I mean, I agree. Like Doug says, it's nice to put people's voices and faces to texting.
It really is.
But like I said, you ain't never gonna see my face. But
Just like I like to hear JL's, man. She's an awesome lady. I like to hear her.
You should like to hear my voice.
There you go. Yeah, sure.
But even if you don't see somebody's face, you still get to know them by their voice, and a lot of times you can tell that the way they talk, they are just like they are in chat. They are real people.
That's right.
You kind of get an idea of.
And Bigfoot is real too.
Yeah,
Chewbacca is real. 6'1", Chewbacca.
I don't know, but he looks pretty cool. Chewbacca looks pretty cool, man. I like Chewbacca.
It's kind of tough to hide behind the keyboard now.
I know, right?
It's like, what?
Bigfoot and UFOs are real people.
Shandy, Michael saying good night to you. He said he'd come up next time.
Okay, all right. All right, Mike, get you some rest. Please stay safe. Please take care out there. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
He's got to be up in 6 hours to go to work.
Well, man, hopefully you can come up again another time with us. And
yeah, maybe I'll get a 6-pack and just go crazy.
Well, there you go. Now you're talking. I mean, dang.
Hopefully I get that job on Wednesday. That'd be cool.
That will be
but
good.
It's going to be either swing shift, which is medium, from 4 to 11 or 12. And then I could go to the graveyard, which takes over after that to 8 or 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
What about weekends? You're going to have weekends off?
Well, they're talking about overtime as well.
Oh.
So I'll probably make about $70,000-$80,000 a year, but I won't enjoy spending it.
You don't.
Guys, I think I'm gonna shut this down. I appreciate everyone for coming up. Mountain Man, thank you.
Thank you very much. This was a real treat. It really was. Thank you.
And hopefully we'll we'll get to see you again, or hear you again, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
However you want to do it. And I'm gonna close this down and maybe go raise some hell at Willie T's. I feel
Yeah,
sorry.
wish me all luck on Wednesday, people.
Do what?
Do what?
Wish me all luck on Wednesday with my interview with this guy.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
we wish you luck.
Good luck.
And Peter, who else is in there? Peter's the only one left, isn't he? Well, we got 8 people looking. I don't know who they are. But anyway, I'll say.
I've got 9 people.
Well, I had 9. I just got 8. But anyway, Peter, thank you as always for support. Thank all of y'all for the support. I love y'all to death.
You too, 24.
And Mountain Man, I do really seriously hope to see you come up again. Let's all go to Willie T's and raise hell at everybody.
Yeah, let's go to Willie's.
Sounds good.
Ready to
Good
go,
night.
24? Come on, let's go over there, 24.
Good night,
Let's
good
go over to
night.
Willie T.
He's got to go to bed. He's got to get up in 6 hours.
Man, don't tell him what he's got to do.
He's still my son.
Terry's muted. He can't say nothing. I've been
Terry muted himself. Let's go to Willie T's and cause some trouble.
Mountain Man, I want to dance when we get over there.
Did he leave?
I don't know. Mountain Man, did you leave? I don't know.
Well, let's go to Willie's and see what's going on. My bad.
I'll see you at Willie T's.
All right. Talk to you later. Good night, all.
Good night, everybody.